Yay! We did
Yay!
it. All right. Welcome to the circus. This is Golden Sun 80% no save and quit. I am Plexa. I am running this game. And who do we have around here? Starting with you.
I'm Happy Clown. I'm part of the zoo, or like part of the clowneria.
I'm the Grand, also known as Old Garrett. Hi, everyone.
I'm Carrie. I don't know how I went to the circus, but now I'm here.
All right. Can I get the names for the characters, please?
Yeah, sure. We have Zeph as Isaac. Z-E-E-H.
Zeph. Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that.
Z-E-E-H.
Yep.
Then for Garrett, we have Bob.
Bob. Very respectable.
Absolutely. Ivan is a Bowie. B-O-W-I-E.
Shout out to Bowie.
Shoutouts to Bowie.
And Mia is Bob.
Bob.
Bob!
Really?
What? Two Bobs.
Obviously.
Fantastic. That's not going to get confusing at all. All right.
Good enough.
There are 3 other names. They won't be relevant. But we will use it to shout out a couple of really awesome people of the community. So first of is Ollie. He is the emulator world record holder. He is fantastic. He's got the first ever sub 320. Just want to shout him out because a lot of the stuff that we do is influenced by what he's done. So thank you, Ollie. Next person, if you can guess this person while you're in the community, Dairetti. She is an absolute genius. She's the reason why we have arbitrary code execution in this game. We owe her a lot. Thank you so much, and your continued support of the community is amazing. And the last person, who's the last person? Well, it's my good friend Regnatrace, a fellow Southern Hemisphere-er. He's one of my good friends. He's done so much routing in this game, it's crazy, and I wish he was here, but we'll catch up at ASM sometime. It'll be good times. I wish I had a 4th name, because I'd also like to shout out Rafi, who's actually in the audience, which is great. Amazing to meet him in person. He is like my eternal rival. He's competed in every category with me at a lot of different times. He really pushes me forward. I owe him a lot as well. He's done a lot of amazing work, so I really appreciate you wherever you are. There he is. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this run going. In 3, 2, 1. Yay! We're starting the run. He's ghosting the run. So this is Golden Sun. I had my wife play this game, actually. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I'll tell you how far she got. In a little bit. But as you can see, this is a Japanese RPG made by Camelot, one of the amazing Mario sports games developers. Yeah, they got too good at making sports games and weren't able to make any more Golden Sun games, so please come back and do Golden Sun for the cliffhanger and Dark Dawn really doesn't do us any justice. Anyway, so Camelot have this penchant for lots of dialogue. If you haven't figured that out already, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So we're calling on you, the audience, and the viewers on stream. This is your time to get a donation in and ask us stuff, tell us to talk about things, because we've got about an hour of low-intensity gameplay to do stuff. I've just changed the text speed to fast because that's really important, because there's a lot of text, obviously. Don't do that in Dark Dawn, though, because fast is slow in that game. You want to stay on normal. All right. My wife got to here, and then she gave up. She's like, there's too much text. She's not wrong. Speaking of her, shout-outs to her. I was at ESA. I'm from New Zealand, literally the other side of the world. Very long trip to get here. I came here for ESA Winter 23. Amazing time. Got to run Xenoblade with my good friend Quad from the other side of the world as well. And my wife came with me then, and she came with me now. So either she really likes attending ESA, or she likes the free popcorn machine. I think it's the popcorn machine. But no, thank you for coming to support me yet again. It means a lot. This guy's gonna die, sorry. You can either say yes or no that if he's gonna die, and he dies. Anyway, you've just seen the main strategy in Golden Sun, which is run away from things. So, starting already.
Oh.
Nice.
And that's also the other thing, and that Plexa didn't mention, is you run away and then you pray that you actually run away.
Correct.
And fail.
Not praying enough.
This is one of the worst RNG patterns you can get. We get caught by surprise in the next encounter, which basically takes away the action of ours, so that's really cool. But anyway, running away is the main mechanic in this game. Basically, you do a level calculation if you have 30% chance to run or more, it's usually worth running away. So wherever that happens, we'll try and run. You'll see a lot of that. We'll talk a lot about it. But besides that, we're just going to mash through this prologue. We're seeing some of the main plot points develop. A boulder's going to... Okay, spoilers. It's going to attempt to kill people, but no one's going to die. It's just going to look like they died. But everyone's fine, I promise. But that's only revealed in the very end of the next game, so if you get inspired...
Spoilers.
Yeah, if you get inspired by watching this game and you want to pick it up for yourself, I apologize for spoiling the entire plot. But this is a 20-year-old game, you can't hold me to spoilers, right?
It's okay. It's not too relevant to the story anyway. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
There are 4 mandatory encounters at this point of the game that happens when you cross a certain threshold. One's like right here. There it is. We're caught by surprise. Who could have seen that coming? I didn't. I certainly didn't. Anyway, not a problem.
No, it did.
And there's a forced loss boss fight at the end of this area, but we're just going to run around and do stuff. I hear the donation bell ringing. That is fantastic. Keep that coming. If we have donations, let's get into them. We've got a lot of time to kill.
Okay, wonderful. We have $10 from Kai Sakurai saying, "You're lucky it's only 2 bobs. I tried to convince Chad to go for all bob." We have $10 from Coulter Guys saying, "Always happy to see Golden Sun at one of these marathons. Looking forward to maybe seeing Dead Heist. I can dream at least. Good luck on the run and definitely save Jill, which is currently in the lead by a long shot." So saving Jill is currently at $1,433. Killing her is at $11.15. So
Kill Jill, save the frames. Anyway, continue.
Technically, we're not
so
killing her.
cruel.
We're just not saving her.
She dies. I'm sorry, Lagrange. Anyway, sorry.
But
Donation.
It's
That's
not.
canon.
It's not our fault. We didn't know about it.
we have $40 from Anonymous without a message, but grabbing a Goosebird honk shirt. So thank you very much for that. And $10 from Bal Nocturno, saying, "A question for the Clown Menagerie, always. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does Legrand love Pizza Hawaii, and why is it 10? Love your love, Plexa. You're the best. Less than 3.
That escalated quickly.
It did, yeah.
Do I really have to go through that explanation once again?
I mean,
Like-
we have 40 minutes. I mean,
Yes, you do.
I mean, I have heard it yet.
there's a big meatball coming.
Why did I agree to be on commentary for this?
Because you're a friend of mine and we've got a lot of time to kill, so...
Well, you can thank me later, or now, whatever you want.
I'll thank you later with Pizza Hawaii, because it's your favorite.
Am I here to get bullied all the time?
I really want the audience to know that this is the 10th year anniversary of the very first Golden Sun run by Bal over here. And then Legrand did this again in 2017, and we gave him Pizza Hawaii, and then his run like really went off the rails.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. So I was running that game as a finisher of the very first like quote unquote big marathon in France. It was French only, so you are going to have a hard time finding that. It was a
These are the big
Save it,
villains,
but-
by the way. It doesn't matter. Continue.
yeah, whatever. Like we don't care about whatever happening on the screen during the intro. Also cool music.
Oh, he can't run. Come run. Out.
Oh, we
Yay.
died.
Oh, sad. Reset.
So run's over, right?
Yeah, let's try again.
So I was running this game. It was a save and quit category. It had a lot of RNG manipulation, which made the routing extremely tight, and I didn't have any room for mistakes. I also didn't really know backup strats back then because we didn't really have any. We never really like made marathon safe route or like a bunch of backups anyway. So I'm running this game at the very end of the marathon. Everyone is exhausted, me included, because that's the very first marathon. We're all excited. We're not really sleeping too much. The run is going, as in it's not really going well. We are going to see like a few places where like I would lose 5 minutes, 10 minutes, etc. So I already know that I'm underestimate. So people start miming around on the layout and stuff. But then the run continues on. After Mercury Lighthouse, it gets like okay. I get to Kraken. So after the whole section of the boat, which is about 15 minutes of cutscene.
Which we skip now, which is great.
Yeah. I do the Kraken fight, I get to the town, I mess up, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm missing a lucky medal, I need to reset. Turns out there was a lucky medal in the town that I could have picked up as backup. But I reset it and redid the whole boat section. Everyone hated me after that. I think I had to redo that again once, a third time, which was absolutely horrible because I messed up the Kraken fight. Anyway, everyone was like memeing around and stuff. We get to the final dungeon, and people are like, okay, so you know that incentive that we made to have the showrunner wear a special costume for the end? That was actually a fake incentive, and instead that is going to be the pizza that LGG is going to eat during the final dungeon. And so like everyone is exhausted, they present me a Hawaii pizza. So with pineapple on it. Memeing around, I'm just like going, oh no, I hate it, and I get up with the controller in my hand. The problem is that it's a GameCube controller, and the GameCube is attached to the GameCube controller. The GameCube falls down, everything crashes on the stream, the GameCube is broken, there's a little piece missing now, and like everyone is burst laughing. Thankfully we had a bunch of saves, so I could finish the run. But that was this hilarious moment that actually is still alive to this day. And in the community, actually, we had a pineapple pizza channel for a while. Now it's salad bar for whatever reason. They decided to stop bullying me.
We're not gonna do that today. We're not gonna like make this fall over and break my Switch, all right? Because this is the Switch version. We got a new version of the game this year, believe it or not. So Nintendo have this great policy now where you can rent games instead of buying them. And they also made it faster to play the game on the rented version of this game. So now speedrunning this game on console is literally pay to win. You rent the game, you go fast. It's quite as simple as that. The NSO version has less lag on a lot of stuff. I think the most egregious example is in the second game, which has like a significantly faster animation when you're finishing the game. It's like 5 seconds faster or something silly like that. So yeah, renting video games is bad. Let us buy them, please. Thank you, Nintendo. Yeah.
But you know what? We could, if you don't want to throw down your Switch, we could still go for some pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Could order some pizza for you.
Pizza's good. Yeah, pizza's good. Yeah.
Or maybe some other food.
Do you have any kind of donations so that we avoid this pizza talk? Thank you very much.
Oh, I do, but I do enjoy the pizza talk as well. But we do have $40 from Bad Block saying, love, love, love Golden Sun. Thanks for playing. Claiming a Metroid shirt. We have $40 from Geister Carlos saying, I just got back from a festival and I got too much sun there. Can you tell me how dangerous that golden sun is for my skin right now?
The golden sun's probably really good for your skin. It's like the condensed version of all elemental energy in the world, and apparently you can absorb it and make yourself really strong. Another spoiler, again, sorry. So it'd probably be really good for you. Our sun, however, those UV rays are deadly. I come from New Zealand, I've already said that, but New Zealand and Australia have some of the highest skin cancer rates in the world because the sun is very dangerous. So whenever you go outside, make sure you put your sunblock on, stay healthy. It's also really great for your skin. One of the best skincare things you can do is put sunblock on you, so you're learning things on this stream as well as watching this game.
Awesome. On the topic of spoilers, we have $2 from Zephyr. Question for the circus. Please spoil Golden Sun 4 for me while you're at it.
Okay.
Wild theories. Please.
My theory, I actually need to recall it a little bit. But like, so at the end of Golden Sun 3, Golden Sun 3 is the story about not Isaac and Felix, but it's their son. So you're playing as Matthew, and actually no, it's about Sveta. Sorry, I know we talked about it earlier, but like, to give context with people of this game, Sveta is
we don't need context. We don't need context.
Yeah, so it's the story of Sveta. Things go down in Golden Sun 3. Basically, there is 2 synergies that are revealed, light and dark. Light is basically light synergy is actually getting.
Oh, by the way, that was the bad guys again. They're back. Anyway, continue.
And well, dark synergy actually exists, and there is a reveal of a big enemy, which is the Dark Emperor, as well as the fact that Alex is still alive despite apparently being dead in Golden Sun 2, so he's still the bad guy in that game. So the end of Golden Sun 4 is going to be about fighting Alex and the Dark Emperor in whichever order, and in order to do that,
Nah.
you're going to have the time to explain your
Disqualified.
theory later. Potentially, you don't fight Alex either, which would be interesting. But my theory,
My theory is Alex is the wise one. Let's go.
yo, that's wild. But what I'm saying,
I've got the wild
Wait.
crackpot theories, man. I've had like 20 years to think about it.
So who's Amity then?
Amity doesn't exist. We know this. If you saw the Dark Dawn run earlier this year by this man back here, you'll know that there's a character we just skip. He doesn't exist.
Yeah.
In fact, he's got a really great line as I'm feeling very left out. It's so funny.
So what I'm saying in Golden Sun 4 is, so you've got Matt team, you've got Felix team, you've got Isaac team, with whoever you want in those teams. Probably Sveta's team as well. Let's do that. And we're going to have multiple acts where we are going to see what happens to Isaac while Matthew is away. We're going to see whatever happened to Felix while he's apparently missing. Then we're going to have some kind of reunion, and everyone is going to try to do different things. Matthew, then so we have a focus on the Sveta team, we have a focus on Matthew team, and then eventually everyone converges to have a massive battle against the big antagonists.
I mean, that
And
sounds
gods.
that sounds really cool, but I think Golden Sun 4 really is just everybody playing tennis. So
Golden Sun Sports Mix.
That's
Let's go.
the most realistic one. Yeah.
I just want an epic Golden Sun, man.
I think we might have some more donations. What do we got?
We do. We have $10 from Anyway saying, hello from the audience and good luck on the run. Since there should still be more than enough time for donations in this 40-minute intro, I'd like to exclaim our collective disappointment that we were unable to make the pizza delivery for Legrand.
Yes!
And we just got $25 from Code Alpha saying Golden Sun has been on my backlog for a very, very long time now. Maybe this run will be the inspiration I need to pick it up and finish it. Good luck on the run and thanks for the event.
I hope
sorry.
you're
Thank
you
fine
so
with
much for your
spoilers.
I'm sorry for the spoilers.
Just to be clear about this game, it's really good, and it's only a clown because it's a clown speed.
Let's actually talk about that because we are actually doing some things for the next like 2 minutes. This game is a game where you don't actually save time, you just don't lose time. Because it's so random. Case in point, like luck, this is my favorite saying about Golden Sun, it's more luck than skill. To this point, basically ESA was coming up and I was like, oh, I should do a D-Rust run like at some point. So I've been grinding the second game for a while. I think it's really fun and fantastic speed game. But my run died and I didn't have enough time to reset and do another one. So I was like, oh, you know what, ESA is coming out. I should probably de-rust this game. So first time I picked up the game in like 6 months, play through the game and get console world record. Because the game just keeps throwing me good luck. It's like I am super rusty, I have bad abilities, but if the game keeps giving me nice things, what am I gonna do? So yeah, this game is more luck than skill. To kind of elaborate further, we are running away from everything. Every run here is basically a 50-50. So fleeing first time is good, fleeing second time is bad, and it gets worse from there.
So it's basically throwing a casino coin every time, right?
Yeah, oh, he ran this time, that was useful.
Might want to add, statistic-wise, it's a 50% chance. It doesn't feel like a 50% chance.
No, and it only gets worse from here.
Yeah.
This is actually a good time though, actually. Like 16, 20 being around here, that's pretty good.
We heard a ding. What's the ding about?
The dink is about $25 from PT saying, I gotta donate for a childhood favorite. I still remember going on vacation and playing Golden Sun. Not wanting to miss anything, I printed a game facts guide right before we left. It was only like 100 pages. Mom was not pleased. I can imagine that. But thank you very much for that donation and that story.
Yo, shoutouts to Game Facts. Like, there was some pretty quality stuff there, like, back in the day with the ASCII art. Oh my god, that was so good.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Back in my days, we had good FAQ guides.
So,
Now we have Discord channels and it all gets lost. It's terrible.
so you've seen the hardest menu in the game, by the way.
I've gotten good at that. I've
Yeah.
really practiced that.
So, fun fact, Isaac has move and retreat as synergies you can use in the overworld. Between this game and the next one, they changed the order in the menu. which
Yeah.
is really, really bad for muscle memory if you switch games.
The one saving grace is that Bluezer, shoutouts to Bluezer, one of our most beloved members of the community, he came up with this idea to use move on Garrett, and since we've done that, I've never kind of... It's been much less hard. It's been much easier to do the menu. This was already 17:30. It's actually a really good time. But that's okay, you know. If I mash really hard, this could be like a sub 41 exit, which would be hilarious.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't think we got to mention, but to talk about the technical stuff about this game, if you mash really, really good, or basically get lucky, you can actually skip words in the text boxes, which can save a tremendous amount of time, like about 30 seconds, I think, to
Alright,
quickly.
I need to talk about the newest tech in this run. So this is why casual gaming is really important. So another community member, Relay, had a friend of his play this game casually. Now she was like super casual, had no idea what to do, and that's totally fine. I mean, you shouldn't know what to do, like it's, you know, you're supposed to learn how to do it. Anyway, she was messing around with this puzzle that I'm about to do, and she accidentally did this crazy diagonal move. Now normally everything only moves horizontally and vertically, but this is the one place in the game where if you go above here and go to the right, you can push diagonally.
Yo, easy.
First try.
And she found this because, you know, she had no idea what she was doing. So that's the value of being a casual. You can just experiment because you don't know any better, and you find stuff like this. This tech came in like, how many years after the game was found? Like,
It was last year.
last year. There you go. Like 21, 22 years or something. Like, you know, watch casual streams. You find out things. That's also how we found the Bowie door, which is not relevant to this run, but very relevant to the next one. Push the statue, please, Isaac. Thank you very much. That's all the excitement for the next 20 minutes, by the way. So.
Yeah, it's all cutscenes from here on out.
So the question must be from someone, why on earth play a game where, you know, so much of it is just this? It's because when you're not doing this, the game is super fun. So we basically torture ourselves for an hour, and then the remaining 2 hours of the run are like super fun and lightning fast menus and difficult, interesting, and it's really rewarding to play it. So even though this stuff sucks and it's not great, and we're the first to admit that despite loving the game, it is well worth it. There are ways you can kind of practice to get around this. We've got no cutscene patch. Turns out this game has got a debug mode, and in the debug mode there's a cutscene skip feature. Would have been great in the main game, just saying, Camelot, but you can put that up and skip all the cutscenes and kind of make this a much shorter run. For comparison, it saves about an hour, so it's a lot of cutscenes.
And half an hour of this is the intro.
Yep.
Talking about the intro, back in the days when we used to be able to do save and quit stuff, because now the save and quit actually completely destroys the game. It used to not destroy it that much and made the run interesting, but no save and quit is interesting because there is no RNG manipulation. We can talk about that a little bit after I'm done with this explanation. And also because now we can do ace with save and quit. So really not interesting. But because we had save and quit, we had in the leaderboards we could do no intro runs. So we would skip right after we leave the first town, which is about 45 minutes of annoying intro in that category. It's
39
more in here. Yeah, no, sorry about the timing. I'm old.
It's 41 and a bit for this category and 39 in the other. It's kind of anyway.
But like the reason you cannot do that in no save and quit is during the intros there is going to be a lot of RNG that is going to be burned because of the rain. The rain is going to use the RNG every frame because of reasons. And that changes the RNG so that past the intro we don't have any idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's really important because if you started the game like immediately after you leave with all the RNG set to default values, the first fight of the run that actually matters becomes trivial because the RNG is fixed. So having the RNG not fixed makes this run exciting or a circus, which it's more likely to become. So we'll see how we go.
Why or? And.
And
And also Plexa here knows pretty much about as much as me on RNG, and like if you've got good knowledge about RNG and how it works, you can just basically try to figure out manips and end up maniping in a category that the spirit is do not manipulate RNG.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I don't think that's a shame. I think that's great. I think part of the enjoyment of playing these games is the random factor. I think the fact that randomizers have really exploded in popularity. I mean, the previous run, the NES run, with the random changing of games, like that made it really cool and exciting. That was such a cool run. If you missed that, go watch it. It was so funny.
After this run.
After this run, yeah, thank you. Good clarification. I mean, yeah, you don't quite have time to watch the whole thing during the intro, so yeah, if you could wait a little bit, that'd be nice. But anyway,
And
random.
watch it during cutscenes.
Well, we don't have enough time. We'll get there. But the randomness actually makes the game really interesting because it forces the runner to adapt to whatever's happening, and it's really cool seeing that kind of skill expression in different runners and how people approach different problems. So I think it's a good thing that we don't manip RNG. It is possible to track it, but it's kind of against the spirit of what we're trying to do, and no one does it for that reason. It's also not very fun. So.
I personally prefer RNG manip because that means that any kind of mistakes that happens is because it is the fault of the runner and there is no more RNG that is going to turn the run into a clown fiesta, which I don't really like, but I can totally see the point of enjoying having something fresh and not following a script.
Yeah. Instead, you can reset after you forget the lucky member and go back through the boat.
Yeah!
And you get some pizza for it.
Yeah! I mean, that run is memorable. Everyone still remembers it
fair
7
enough.
years later
Fair enough.
for my demise.
Yeah, so we haven't explained any of the game mechanics, and that's because I expect most people to skip to the part where we leave the town. So shout-outs to the VOD watchers who are watching this part. Go you! You're a soldier. I really appreciate your presence.
And you're visiting this awesome theme here.
Yeah.
Best theme in the game.
So yeah, I think we heard some dings earlier. So while we collect some stars, what's going on over there?
Oh yeah, we do have a $10 donation from Odd Blue Turnip saying happy camping. Good luck, have fun.
Ooh. Thank you, Turnip.
This is also one of the best songs in the game, so we're going to hear a lot of it because very generously the Mila Satoris incentive was met, so that's going to be fun. That will not end badly, I'm sure of it.
It will be fine.
Shout out to Motoi Sakuraba for making the music of this game. And actually, interestingly enough, they made a completely different engine from what is usually used in the GBA to make music, which is why it sounds so good and so nice still so many years after the game is made, and so unique as well.
Very cool.
Shout out to Countlot, they make great games. Also, I guess because I'm kind of the Bowie representative here, play Shining Force and every other Camelot games. They're all absolutely fantastic, and he would say that Shining Force is a pinnacle of strategy RPGs. But we'll get to that later, maybe. There you go. Shoutouts to Bowie.
Where's your bandana? Did you bring it?
It's here. Hold on.
Oh! Ooh. Shoot. You need to fix it.
I've got time.
You lend him a sock, that'll work.
No. There will be other uses for that.
So it was super fun jumping around the room, and now the bad guys show up for the third time?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It's like, oh no, we're...
But are they really the bad guys?
Oh yeah, and by the way, this is not the scene.
Oh, these are the baddies, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So they're gonna take Kraden and Jenna prisoner. That's sad.
I've got the bandana. There you go.
There we go. Hey, it's Bowie the Hero. What's up? No, we miss you, Bowie. Next time for sure. Believe it or not, this is Felix. He was the guy in the water who was trying to hang on to the thingy, and he was hit by the boulder, and he died.
Excuse me, this is a masked guy. How can you say this is Felix?
Oh, just you wait. The reveal is coming.
Actually, it's not Felix, it's Oli. What are you saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Ollie.
right.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. Bad guys showing up. Or did we explain? We didn't really explain what we're doing. Like we're actually like
We've
breaking into the inner sanctum, stealing stuff.
We have
technically.
literally explained nothing so far.
Yeah.
We've talked about Pizza Hawaii and,
Clowns.
and clowns.
Yeah.
We will explain, I promise.
Maybe.
Are we going to explain after the intro?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't make sense.
Yeah, because again, people will skip this part in the VOD, and you know, we got to look after our friends who are currently asleep. Like all our Australian friends, it's like 3 a.m. for them, I think. Yeah, 3 a.m. sounds right. We got a lot of Australians in the community, and I'm sure they'll be watching this tomorrow. Maybe Chronicle's awake. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Shout outs to Australia. They're okay most of the time.
Says the New Zealand.
Yeah.
I do have an interesting question for you guys.
Go for it.
Or rather, Zephyr has an interesting question with a $2 donation. Another question for the circus. How fun would a Golden Sun Shuffler be on a scale from cutscenes to pineapple pizza?
Pineapple pizza.
That was a quick answer.
Where to think of this answer?
I did not expect that fast an answer.
Pineapple
But a
pizza
shuffler
with-
between the free games?
Oh, that's even better. That's like 2 pineapple pizzas.
No, the pineapple pizza
I-
which you eat during cutscenes.
Yeah, we've actually been talking about ways to make the intro more interesting. And one of the ways we thought about doing it was actually doing an entire TLA 80%, so second game, Golden Sun 2. An entire Golden Sun 2 80% speedrun and the time it takes for us to get to the first dungeon. So that would be really fun one day. To actually 2 games going on at once, that'd be really fun.
Wait, you want to make the intro more interesting?
Yes.
Yeah.
The interesting
God,
thing
these
with the
puns.
shuffler of the 3 games is that imagine you are doing a clip in Golden Sun 3 and all of a sudden you're in Golden Sun 2 doing a fight.
You know
That'd
what?
be fun.
You know what's really fun? Like, it's only really 3 people who have the skills or have learned all 3 games. I mean, Legrand, you could learn the second and catch up. But,
Yeah, it's not hard.
there's not
game.
many Dark Dawn runners. It's like we're kind of all in this room together. So if a meteor struck right now and killed us all, Regis Dark Dawn wouldn't have any runners left.
Reg is still alive. Reg is still alive.
But true, Regis still good. Yeah, good point, good point. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun. Like me and Rafi could do a truffler. That'd be good times. Or circus times, you know. And you're an interpretation.
thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a Golden Sun 2 cartridge laying around at home.
You should learn it. It's a good game.
I've got too many games to run, man.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
I've like 12 in the to-do list, and they keep on going and
Yeah.
going and going.
That's the speedrunner's bane, you know. Your backlog, like you know, you've got a Steam backlog of the casual games you want to run or play. Sorry, and then you've got the speedrun backlog of all the games you want to speedrun, and sometimes you get just stuck on Golden Sun and you just can't get out of it.
Oh yeah, by the way, that's a rock with an eye.
Oh yeah, that's AKD. Shout outs to AKD.
Click on what are you doing in the game?
Let's see.
AKD is another lovely community member. We love him, but he's got the monopoly on the Wise One emotes. The Rock is called the Wise One. He's got some great ones. He's got one where the Wise One goes like, it's so good, so good. Go sub to him if you want that emote. But better is subbing to ESA because you can get some cool stuff here as well. So
It's for good cause.
yeah. We're almost done with this part of the cutscene.
It's not. We're not done with the intro. Don't
So
No way.
think about
Too
that.
early.
I am hoping we get a graphical glitch. Oh no, we've already passed the graphical glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, never mind. We didn't get the graphical glitch. I could have laughed at it, but oh well.
Now, the bad part about this is we lose Jenna now.
Yeah.
And Jenna is overpowered in this game.
Oh yeah, goodbye Jenna. So Jenna is this girl with the red hair. She's really cool. Probably one of the MVPs of the second game for sure. But in this game, she's got special coding where if she gets to level 4, all encounters are suppressed forever until she leaves your party at this point of the game. But we actually found a way to put her back in our party. You go into Treachery, you run around, and then you re-trigger the start of the game. And then she gets added to your party, so you can run around the world with no encounters and do really fun things. Conical Flack, who I've already mentioned once, he did the category that does that at the Australian Speedrun Marathon, which happened a couple days ago, so that was pretty cool. It's nice to see Jenna get some action in the game. It's also really funny because she gets the really big sprite during the final fight. It's really funny.
You know, like
As you can see, we're really struggling for content right now, so if there's any donations, guys, get them in. We'd love to talk about something other than, in-jokes about the community. It'd be really cool. Do you have any more in-jokes to share, Happy?
I'm just watching chat for a bit.
All right, fair enough.
I do have an in-joke, though it's more related to Golden Sun 2. So you know Tundaria Tower in Golden Sun 2?
I am aware of Tandaria Tower and Golden Sun 2, yes.
For a really long time, I didn't think that was called Tundaria Tower. I thought it was called Sundaria Tower. I mentioned that during a commentary of I think it was during GDQ they got Golden Sun 2, or was it RPG Limit Break? Probably RPG Limit Break.
Yeah, Critical Sid did it at RPGLB
Yeah.
in like 2017 or something. It was a long time ago.
And so hearing that, everyone in the French stream laughed about it, and so they made an image of the Tundaria Tower, but Tsundere And that's now the avatar of one of our big member of the community.
Hi, Zidanigi. We like your avatar. It's cute. I think we got some donations. Yay, thank you so much. Save us. Keep us going for another 10 minutes. We'll pay it back, I swear. Let's hear some donations.
Maybe.
Okay, we did indeed get some donations. We have $10 from Bob. I don't know which of the two, but you can decide. Maybe the one that we've already had in the party. What if Golden Sun is simply an introduction to Golden Sun 4? I mean, maybe we'll find out at some point if Camelot decides to do that. We have $5 from Bal Nocturno. Yo, it's Bal again. If we're talking about Dark Dawn, we really have to shout out Velissa, less than 3, a speed demon and fellow Pizza Hawaii enjoyer. Anyway, Plexa, please continue on your way to defeat Clouturos. We have $10 from Rayleigh saying, man goes to doctor, says he's depressed, says Golden Sun RNG is unfair, says it can PB. Doctor says, treatment is simple. Great clown Plexa is at ESA. Watch him set a new record. That should pick you up. Man bursts into tears. But doctor, I am Plexa.
Good one, really good one.
We've got good clowns in the community.
Shout outs to everyone in the community there, like Bal, Relay. Thank you for. I actually met Relay like on my way here. I had some time to kill on my way here, and he graciously came out and said hi. Awesome to meet him and Future. That was pretty fun. Yeah, we got a good group of people. They're fun. Especially Bluezer. He's super fun. We miss you, Blue. Please stream more. Hopefully we can get you back in the winter and it'll be good times. But thank you everyone for the donations. This is like the last cutscene before we leave Vale. Unfortunately, it's the longest continuous cutscene in the entire game. So it's not really saying much. This cutscene's like 7 minutes long. It's terrible. It's fun, but there is a bit where I don't have to press buttons, and that's a huge win.
Yep, because
So
it turns
please,
out...
Twitch chat, get us some donations that I can read for you.
Please, help.
Save us.
Yeah.
So it turns out during
Donate, save a speedrunner.
during the whole game, Isaac is not able to talk. He can only say yes or no based on what Plexa is going to do. And so on that section, he's supposed to explain whatever happens over there, and since he cannot talk, they're just going to mimic it. So if you can figure out exactly whatever happened during the intro, you're gonna see and understand whatever
Yeah, we're
happened.
gonna recreate it now, but I did hear a ding, so let's get another donation.
Yeah, I can give you guys something to talk about. $10 from Horus saying, hey Plexa and crew, I trust you could tell us about the best category in Golden Sun, the bad end.
Oh, good timing, good timing.
It's great to see all of you enjoying yourselves and bringing the joy that is Golden Sun to ESA. Good luck.
Should we just do the band ending?
I guess.
Content?
Content? Do we like content in the crowd? That wasn't very enthusiastic. Maybe I was. Do we like content in the crowd? Yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna try to do the bad ending.
I mean, to be fair, they're 30 minutes into the intros. They're probably half asleep right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You just woke them up.
I haven't done this in a very long time, so I may press the wrong button. Anyway, so the bad ending is when you say no to saving the world. This dude up here, he's like, hey guys, the wise one says that you're chosen to save the world. Would you like to go save the world? And you can say no, and then just leave. That ends the game. So as long as I don't say yes, we can demo that. It takes like 20 seconds. It's fine.
Yeah, and then you need to do the intro again, so 36 minutes
So
again.
this
No.
wait. This means this could be a bad ending, no save and quit world record right now.
New category unlocked.
I actually think it might be, because I think the only person who's done this is Bluezer, and I'm pretty sure he didn't have a 1730 interior, so it's possible. It's possible.
We'll have to time it.
We'll have to check the leaderboard after this.
I mean, we can still do that during the intro. We've got time to kill.
Yeah.
All right. Don't mess up.
So it should be around here where he says, would you like to save the world? More or less. And it is going to break up the cutscene into 2 parts, so that's kind of nice as well.
You get to move for like 2 seconds.
Very exciting. So get ready, chat. You're about to see something that like is very, very rarely ever done. Kind of a momentous occasion for the community. Bad ending in Golden Sun. Yeah, he's like,
if you stayed up until now throughout the intro on the VOD, then you get to witness a
yeah,
world
there we
record.
go, there we go.
That's your reward.
Shout outs to the VOD watchers. That's usually me because I'm on the other side of the world, but that's fine. Yeah, do you want
Oh
to
my
check
God.
the possibility? No.
OMG.
All right, now we can.
Oh!
Ooh.
And?
Oh, he can't.
Retreat doesn't work here.
Oh.
Oh no, the world ended.
Restart the game!
GG!
Yeah.
All right, we said yes now. Anyway, that was fun.
I think that was a sub 38.
Sub 38, let's go. Get the leaderboard up, get ourselves here.
I'm not sure when we time.
Yeah, we got to check the timing on that one. Anyway, we said yes, we're now saving the world.
If you lost like 1 second because of not closing the cutscene too fast.
True, true. And then I had,
Yeah, and that is retreat thing.
suboptimal category reset.
Yeah.
I did hear another ding. Let's get another donation. And we got 3 minutes at least.
Yes, Anonymous donates $40 to grab a Goosebird honk shirt, saying honk.
That is a really, really cool shirt.
Absolutely, yeah.
I want one.
Looks really, really good. That one also went towards the Spider-Man costume selection for the Spidey Unlimited and the Spyro 2's Ripto's Rage trick showcase. So thank you very much for that. I can give you an update on that as well. We are currently, let me scroll down and find it. Ripto's Rage, where are you? There you are. We are currently sitting at $1,091.69, nice, out of 1,250 that we need, so less than $200 for the trick showcase of Spyro 2, which is the last run of today. So get your donations in now if you want to see that and have more marathon today.
Look, this run's got plenty of cutscenes, so there's plenty of time to get your message read and you know, to do it. I mean, there's only like a minute and a half left of this one, so, you know, it's okay.
But the next ones are coming soon.
Oh yeah. Just you wait till we get on the world map and we get to play this game finally. It'll be so good.
For
Totally.
20 seconds.
More like 5.
More like 3. Our reward for leaving the intro cutscene gauntlet is,
Tutorial.
guess what? More cutscenes. So, like I said, the first hour is kind of a wash, but I promise you this run is really fun after that point.
There's a reason we all run the cutscene patch.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think this is like the awful block with how we're doing this so far. I mean, we could probably get like bad ending into an awful block.
Shout out to the best NPC of the game. The dog.
The dog? Oh, the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see him again.
Dude, the animals in this game are awesome. Like the penguin. Oh, Pengu is great. It's super cute. Like, there's this town in the second game, East Tandaria Island, and there's like Pengu and Pengulina.
There they were.
Dog.
The best love story ever.
Yeah, Pengu and Pengulina, the greatest love story never told. And like, Pengulina has fallen down and broken her leg, and Pengu can't get across the water to save her, and so you graciously push a log down and go save Pengulina, and then Pengu is really happy and gives you a little stone. It's super cute.
Nut.
I like my love stories, okay? That's why I play Xenoblade 3. Alright, we're about to leave the intro. And this is like a good time, even though we did the bad ending.
Wow.
I told you, this could have been sub 41 if we didn't do that. It's fine. NSO is fast.
Incoming console world record.
Unlikely, but you know.
Oh,
anyway, we're
content,
out.
content.
We're content. Okay, back into the
Okay.
tutorials and cutscenes. Back
So
to us.
we're
Our
done
safe
with the
place.
intro now.
Oh, so who's that?
Yeah. So the intro is officially over, and now we get Flint telling us how to play the game. Because now we're actually going to learn
Hi,
how to
bot
play
watchers.
the game. If you're just joining us, welcome back.
Welcome back to more cutscenes.
But this is where we learn about the game's main mechanic, the Jin mechanic. Honestly, one of the best mechanics in any RPG I've ever played. I'm a little bit biased, but you know, I still think it's a good mechanic. The point of this game is that you run around the world collecting these Jin. This is Flint. I guess Jinny is singular, so I don't know. Bowie will get me on this later. I'm gonna go onto Discord later. I'm gonna see like all these grammar DMs from him, so I apologize in advance. Anyway. Jin are really cool. They have a dual purpose. So the first thing is you can use them as an action in battle. And each Jin's got a different special ability. Some of them are just damage. Some of them are very powerful and like will, you know, offer you defenses or stuff. They're very diverse and interesting. But once you use them, they go into a state called standby, and then you can summon them, one or multiple, to do big damage. So that sounds like no downside at all. But watch Isaac's HP here. It goes down to 41. Sorry, Zeph's HP. So what happens is the Jin, when they're like what we call set, and their name is white, it improves your class. So your class, the whole class system in this game is based on how many Jin you have set on you. And you can mix and match them to change your class. We're going to do that because the incentive was met. And it kind of provides you lots of options and different ways of min-maxing your party. It's super interesting. In this game, levels do not matter. Level is not where the source of your power. The source of your power is the number of Jin you have. Because as you go up in classes, the multipliers on your class go way up. Like, you can get up to like 180% HP just from the Jin you have. And that's like way more than any levels are going to give you. So the fact that the class system basically determines everything, the Jin/class system determines everything, super interesting. If you play this game, do not put mono elemental Jin on everyone. That's what everybody does when they're casual, but if there's one tip, don't do that. Experiment. Play around with it. You'll find really cool options, and you may even stumble upon Ninja and realize it's super broken. We won't see that in this game. We don't get enough Jin, but the second game really leverages the class system to the fullest. This game's going to leverage the summon system to the fullest. But yeah, really, really awesome mechanics. This game is incredibly well designed. Yeah, like the Jin system is fantastic. I did promise we would start explaining game mechanics. I think that's the first one we've explained.
Very well. Very well.
Yeah. We'll see that all in action on the first fight. The first real fight of this game is the bandit fight. Who wants to explain bandits while I mash through cutscenes? You want to explain them?
They're kind of boring, right?
I mean, the thing with the bandits is that they can heal themselves with herbs, which heals for 50 HP, which is annoying because then that's annoying that's more damage that you have to deal with.
So if this was a Blueser stream, we would have a Gamba going right now for how many herbs are used in the fight. They each have...
All of them.
So there's 3 bandits. The one on the left and the right, they only have one. They're brown colored. No, they're purple colored, sorry. So they only have one. The middle guy, the brown guy, he's got 2. But he can only use those 2 after using his smoke bomb. So this fight is the start of a lot of randomness, right? So 0 herbs is really fast. 4 herbs is really slow. So we don't want to see 4 herbs.
And basically the fight is going to be very simple on our hand. It's really just going to be, we use all our strongest attack and then we pray that they don't use herbs.
That, and we play that the middle guy, the brown guy, doesn't use an ability called Slice. Slice has a chance to do double damage, and it usually kills someone. So you can imagine if you speedrun this game, you've just spent the last 45 minutes mashing through stuff, and then the first fight in the game kills somebody. And then you reset and do it all over again. It's very depressing, but I promise it's worth it. I think.
It's not. Run Golems and 2 instead. There is no big intro like that. And it's still fun.
In the meantime...
But you didn't run.
In the meantime, this is our new character. This is Ivan. He's actually really good. He's like a... So Isaac and Garrett are kind of like your typical, like you know, JRPG guys. Like, Isaac's your attacker, Garrett's your defender. Isaac's a bit of an all-round. He's got some healing and some damage. He's really actually very strong. Ivan is more of your mage-style character. He's basically a piece of wet tissue paper. He'll die in, like, no hits at all. He's very, very weak. But he's fast, and he deals a lot of damage because he's got very strong abilities. We're going to get a 4th character later than we normally would because of the incentive. And she's more of a cleric healer type character. But she's also really strong because reasons. But Ivan is really good. We like Ivan.
As long as he's still alive.
So we're about to do the bandit chase sequence, and there's a couple different patterns here. So one of the cool things about Golden Sun is you do have like this real-world problem-solving element to it, or like overworld problem-solving element to it. This is one of them. It's like a little mini-game. Please go. Yeah, thank you. If you went up the bed, this would have been a big problem. We wouldn't be able to catch them. But sometimes they control you and just run around the map, and it's just really annoying. So yeah, that's the first place where RNG can start like ruining the run. So that didn't happen, so that's good.
Oh, no circus yet.
No circus just yet. But don't you worry, we're coming up on the first fight. Oh, Bowie, would you like to talk about the girl? Or if you've forgotten, do I need to be Bowie for a bit? All right, so Camelot have an amazing attention to detail. There was a girl walking around the inn before, just like looking around.
right.
And
I remember now.
Watch her. She's gonna shake. Look left, right. Shake her head. Oh no, what's happened? My friend who was standing in front of the ladder is missing. That's Bowie's favorite spiel at that point of the game. Bowie, we love you. Please come back to Golden Sun. Anyway, this guy was previously in front of the ladder. He got donked on the head and then tied up by the bandits who have been skulking around the town. We've talked a little bit about them as like this first fight. They're going to barge in here and kind of make our life a little bit annoying. So hurry up, get in the room. There we go. Evil music appears. The baddies appear. That's the brown guy. He's got the two purple guys next to him. One of my favorite memes is that one of Jason Momoa with his two bodyguards, but they've been photoshopped to look like these guys. It's really hilarious. We have a great meme community in Golden Sun. If you join the Discord, our image spam channel is half amazing art and half hilarious speedrun related memes. So yeah, join that. It's really fun. And they even added the herbs in on the image. It was really
So shout out to this text box, by the way. Will you let us go? And we say yes.
Yes, and they're like, no, don't let us go.
No, we want to fight.
All right. So watch my menuing here. Now that I've said that, I'm going to mess it up, but hopefully it's going to be fine.
It's fine, I can explain it.
Woo! Okay. I use a technique called menu gliding. If I hold the right button and press start or select, it adds an extra input. So if I do hold right, start, select, I menu glide across the summon instantly. And that makes menus really cool. That's already one herb. That was the left guy, right? Oh, you're going to miss. It's fine. That's one. Count with us, chat. He defended. That's good. We're still at one.
Oh, miss.
So you're going to see this strat a lot, and that's why like the menus are going to be so incredibly intense. Basically, you're doing you can also do it if you press up. Yikes!
That was not the double damage hit. If it was, we're dead. I think we're just gonna get one herb here, which is good. He did get healed. Oh, he just did nothing.
Oh, different.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice.
So you can also do menu gliding with up or down, and that's going to count as left or right. So you can basically do shoryukens in your RPG, and that's going to matter in your menus. And that's neat.
Yeah, this game has got really crazy menuing. So there's two ways to menu glide, as you call it. There's my method, which actually came about because Legrand was too good at menuing. So back when we were doing manip categories, this guy back here he's got some of the best menus I've ever seen in any speedrunner. Across every game.
I love menus. That's my favorite things in speedruns. It's just routing menus and then doing it right. He
was really fast, and I couldn't keep up because I'm bad at fighting games and I can't do shoryukens. And then I found this other technique, which was the select start method, basically, and then I could compete against them. So.
Yeah, I basically kind of found that by accident. I was doing the Ceteris fight later on that we're going to see, and I just pressed up at some point. I was like, wait a second, we can do up, down, up, left, and that's going to do cool things.
The funny thing is, this isn't even the first, that was the first time that Legrand's very, very impressive menuing has made me find something.
Yes, there's multiple instances, actually.
The most notable of which is in the third game, because we kind of speedrun the third game as well. It's really fun. He ran it at Winter. His menuing there was also really good, and I was practicing it. Oh, this is a great story, actually. I told my wife, hey, I'm just going to sit on the couch with you today, and I'm just going to practice my menus. It's going to be fine. Just ignore me. And I'm practicing my menus, trying to be as good as Legrand, and then I accidentally made a new Jin appear. And I was like, whoa, and screamed, and she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I have to go. My people need me. And I ran away and screamed at people on the Discord, like, what have I done? And
I was at work and I blogged on Discord at some moment to figure out what was
incredible.
going on.
So we found a Jin called Moloch, which is the name of a summon. Very, very interesting, very technical. You like end up grabbing an empty space, and it's super fun and super interesting. If you have ever wanted to break Dark Dawn heavily, go to the goldensunwiki.net and read all about it. Check the out of bounds section. Check Moloch _ open bracket Jinny close bracket, and you will find all about this amazing Jin called Moloch. It's probably the best thing I've ever found. It's one of my emotes on Twitch because it's like the greatest thing ever. It's the only thing I've ever commissioned. because it's awesome. Anyway, that's enough about Dark Dawn. We're going to talk about Dark Dawn more. What am I kidding? It's fine. We love this series. What can I say?
Dark Dawn did nothing wrong. It's a great game.
It's great, yeah. Especially with glitches. It's a lot better with glitches, I'll say that.
Mhm.
Anyway, as you can tell, there's a lot of cutscenes still. We got one big cutscene left, and then we actually get to play the game. One of the things I did in that last fight was I was very keenly watching the level up. The level ups are slightly random depending on certain target values the game has predetermined. And so, for instance, Isaac can either get a 4 level up on the agility or a 3 level up on the agility. And it's about 75% of the time he'll roll a 4, and 25% of the time he'll roll a 3. I want to see 2 4s, so I've got 1, I need to get 1 more, because that's going to allow me to outspeed a fight later, so I'm paying attention to that. We're going to do this other really cool trick, which everybody got learned on Game Facts, which is to talk to this guy and get the Water of Life. Not because you need the Water of Life. Waters of Life are basically Phoenix Downs, but they're really expensive in this game as opposed to like 50 whatever coins it is in Final Fantasy. They're really expensive. We don't need to revive at this point of the game, but we do need to buy things. And they sell for like
nice.
They sell for like 2,250 gold, which is a lot, and so we can actually do a full shop in Bilibin. So that's like literally the most casual strategy that was found in like 2002 by people, and we're still using it today because it's so good. I love when that happens.
Another interesting thing about this game is that Water of Life is considered as an artifact. So, considering that we sell it right now, we can actually buy it again later because we can always rebuy artifacts.
Yeah,
in any kind of shops.
Artifacts are like the rare weapons and stuff in this game, and for some reason the Waters of Life are classed as artifacts, which is helpful. It's really good. This is the last cutscene. No, it's not the last cutscene. There are more of them, but it's the last cutscene before we actually start doing things.
Oh, but there were other things you were doing, Bold, right? You got a nut and a mint.
Oh yeah, we need those for later.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just for reference, the nut heals 200 HP and the mint increases your agility. We'll need those.
Yeah, but because the incentive was met, we're gonna sell the nut.
Oh, yeah, right.
At this point,
It
the
still
nut.
heals 200 HP.
Yeah, the nut.
You just
sells,
don't use it.
Yeah, the nut sells for 150 G, which is kind of good.
I mean, nuts will become important later on.
Yes, they will.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what are you? Oh. So this is Goma Cave. It's the first actual dungeon that matters. I mean, we don't think about Soul Sanctum as a dungeon. We think of it as an inconvenience. So in Goma Cave, we're looking to fight exactly one encounter. Hopefully, it's a high experience encounter, so we can get Garrett and Isaac to level 3. Isaac currently needs exactly 1 experience point to get to level 3, so we can just take anything. But we want to get him to level 3 so we can get the 4 agility level up, and then we can beat the Djinn. There is a Djinn at the end of this dungeon. Not all Djinn are friendly and just join you. Some of them will fight you, which is kind of cool. They're like mini bosses. And, well, you know.
This one is a nasty one.
He's a pretty nasty one. I did hear a ding. Let's get the donation done, and I'm going to be hunting for an encounter. If I can't get the encounter, I'm just going to run away. So hopefully we get it early.
We have a $12 donation from
Actually-
Neo Matamunes saying, I'm agreeing with you that Dark Dawn is a great game, being the intro to Golden Sun 4. That one going towards killing Jill, so saving some frames. I can tell you where we are standing on that
Nice.
as well. We are currently sitting at $1,187 for killing Jill and $1,437 for saving her. So it's about $250 difference.
Ooh.
So it can be done. We can still save some frames and not
Yeah.
save Jill.
We got about 20 minutes. Plenty of time. I've seen bigger swings happen. So,
Oh, absolutely. So get your donations in if you do want to save some more frames.
Just to go a little bit into the technical side about how encounters happen. So whenever you enter in place,
we just solved a puzzle, by the way. That's important for later in the dungeon. That's the Zelda element of this game. Sometimes this game's described as Final Fantasy meets Zelda. I think it's Final Fantasy meets Zelda meets Pokemon, but anyway, not the point. Sorry, Legrand.
No, you're good. So whenever you take an encounter and then you do a stab, the game is going to use the RNG to figure out how fast you're going to get a new encounter, depending on how many steps you do. So sometimes you can get no encounter for like 50 moves, and sometimes it's going to be only 10, and that's really just completely RNG. That you can manipulate if you are doing the manic categories, but we are not right now. So It's all just down to the Clown Fiesta right now.
More puzzles. The puzzles in this game aren't too difficult. Then again, this is early on, and they're teaching you to solve puzzles. But it's really cool. Like I love it when you can interact with your environment and do stuff in game. I think more games should do that.
Yeah, there is hardly any RPGs that actually do it, and it's really neat that they do that in this game. So like this game is known for both the Gen system, which is absolutely fantastic,
Gen 5.
and the puzzles, which are also
So we don't want
always
to
pretty cool.
we don't want to see Blast here. Blast is bad. If he uses Blast, it's going to be a bit slow. And we also don't want him to run away. Jin can run away. If Jin run away, you have to redo the entire fight, and that's really bad. Ivan got hurt. I have to heal him. That's fine. As you can see, Ray, Ivan's basic attack is doing a lot of damage. He's very, very strong. Blast, okay. If he blasted Ivan, he was just dead. That was 25 damage. That would have been exact lethal on Ivan if we didn't heal him. Case in point, Ivan is very frail, but very strong, so we have to look after him. He's a friend. Anyway, we got Forge. That's fantastic. So Jin have a 1 in 11, chance to run away. So about 9% chance to run in any given turn. Very frustrating. More frustrating in TLA, but we're going to see the flee mechanic be annoying much later on. I'm sure of it.
I do have a quick question. Who's Ivan? I only know Bowie.
Sorry, Bowie, yeah.
He's our hero after all. That's why we have to care about him.
Exactly. We have to look after our Bowies.
Kind of weird because every other marathon, Garrett is called Bowie.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Suddenly it's Ivan.
Because it's me this time. Sorry.
Alright, so we're finishing up Go McCave here, which is fantastic, and now we're going to go shopping. And this is still a 58. That's really good.
So just to quickly go through the game elements, so there is 4 elements in this game. You've got Venus, Mars, Mercury.
Get out of my way!
Nuts.
Hard nuts.
Venus, Mars, Mercury, and Jupiter. So that's basically Earth, fire, water, and wind, respectively. So Isaac is Venus-oriented. Garrett is Mars-oriented, Ivan is Jupiter-oriented, and then Mia, who is going to join later, or Bob, is going to be Mercury-oriented. And the Jins as well, depending on their color and their stripe, is going to be a different element as well. So we've got Flint, who is Venus, and now we've got Forge, who is Mars.
And if you're a fan of Bluza, please spam Moshi, please. Because this looks like the guy from Zelda when he's like selling everyone everything. I have to be very careful about what I'm buying here. I'm not used to this menu. We don't usually do it this way. We're buying kind of maximum armor for everyone because, well, the incentive was very generously met. So we have to do slightly different strategies where I have to max out our armor value. Normally, I would buy a weapon here. I get 2 weapons. I bought 1 for Garrett. I'd normally buy 2, but we don't have the money for that. I will get a replacement weapon later on to compensate. So we're running around the town right now to get another Jin. This guy's more friendly. More problem solving. You can, cast synergy on the world, and it does stuff. It's very interesting.
Yeah, generally, if a Jin requires a pretty long puzzle, they're not going to fight because the puzzle basically is a mini boss.
Yeah. So the puzzle for this one was there's a statue in town. If you push the statue out of the way, you come down and you kind of end up in the bottom of this area, and you kind of can't progress, which is annoying. So the solution is you run around town and get it instead, which is nice.
Yeah, nice little tutorial puzzle for a more complicated puzzle that are going to come later.
So now we are just going to run away from things again. A very technical strategy, but I do want to point out one thing. Please give me the encounter skip. I need to explain my thing and not have an encounter, please.
Aww. But you have more chances.
Alright, that's fine, okay.
Maybe not.
So for the save kill Jill incentive, she is the top tree in this stack of trees. Jill is at the top there. If you'd like her to live, donate. If you'd like her to die, donate. They're going to get knocked over after we beat Satoros later. So yeah, that's your cue to, save or kill the tree. Now, I think we heard some dings, so if we have any donations, this is a long cutscene.
We did hear those indeed. We have $1 from Kai Sakurai saying the term for strong but fragile is glass cannon.
Correct.
And we have $5 from Raistlin M with no message, but going towards the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage trick showcase. So thank you very much for your donations.
How are we doing on that trick showcase, by the way?
We are doing pretty good. We are currently... Where did it go now? There it is. We are at $1,109 out of 1,250, so 150 left.
Ooh, I think we can make
That's
that.
not much.
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
Can we do that by the end of this run? I say we can.
I hope so.
For sure.
Let's go.
These shields are a plot device never before seen and never will be seen again.
So fun fact, at this point of the game, we can actually do two different things. We could either finish the Colima sequence, where we finish this dungeon, and then go to Mercury Lighthouse, and then get the water, come back here, and save the whole place. Or we can go to Mercury Lighthouse first, and clear the whole area, get the water, and then do this whole sequence at the same time. The thing is, doing Mercury Lighthouse first is actually harder, because everything is like higher level, but obviously because it's faster, we're going to do that now. But why is it that we are going through this cutscene right now instead of going toward Mercury Lighthouse first?
We need to get Granite. So Granite is one of the best Jin in the game. It's a defensive-oriented Jin. It basically gives you 50% damage reduction across the entire party. It also gives us access to the Tier 2 Venus summon, which is a significant boost in power. So the summons come in 4 stages, stage 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how many Jin are standby or that are available. And Ramses is going to be one of our big damage dealers for the next little bit of this game. So it turns out that even though we have to come right, do this stuff, grab Granite, and then we're going to go head up to Mercury Lighthouse, we're not going to finish the sequence. It's actually faster to come here and get the Jin than it is to progress without him, simply because we don't have the damage to clear stuff efficiently.
It's really not close as well. Like, I think it's about a minute faster.
Yeah, it's about a minute faster because the Satoros fight is so much slower. Anyway, we come to Colima Forest before Colima. Colima Town is down here. You might be thinking, oh, Plexa, why are you so dumb? Just go to Colima and you can just go from there. Why do you take the detour? It's because there's an extra piece of cutscene if you come here first. Ivan mind reads a tree and he's like, oh, it's a person. But we know that, so we don't need to see it. So we just take the shorter cutscene. It actually works out to be faster. This place is awful. You can get between 3 and 8 encounters here. I've had 8. I think that's the world record.
Impressive.
Yeah. The worst thing here is this place is classed as a town as opposed to a dungeon. In dungeon, you get PP recovery, Jin recovery, all that nice stuff. But because it's a town, you don't get any recovery, so it can get a little bit spooky, but only if you're really getting destroyed. And this run so far is not getting destroyed, which is unusual.
It's coming.
Yeah, like
Don't celebrate so early.
I'm not. I am warning everybody that something truly disastrous is around the corner, but I don't know what it is yet.
we haven't reached Mercury Lighthouse yet.
Correct.
By the way, you're hinting at clowny, but that thing in Goma Cave, wasn't that also a bit clowny? That move at the very beginning?
No.
I mean,
That was RNG mana.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. New strats?
That was just me being silly. I make a lot of mistakes. Like, everybody makes mistakes, so...
And it's a long run, you have a lot of time to make mistakes.
Exactly.
The
point is...
Skip.
Skip.
Yeah, nice.
So why we're saying skip is that every time you change area, your step counter resets. So if you don't get an encounter and then you enter an area, you skip the encounter, which is really cool. It saves time. So we're going for another one. If we get an encounter before the town, we did it.
Yo.
That's another skip. That's like 4 skips.
4?
No, three.
The first one you didn't get.
Yeah, and then we got one between Colima Forest and Colima. So 3 skips. That's better than average. I will take better than average.
Yeah, we're talking about skills, but it's really just praying for RNG once again. This game is not about skill, it's about luck. Something to note as well, as you could expect, if you look at the logs real quick, you could see attack first. And when that happens, you just get instant run away. That was like 100% guaranteed run away if you get attack first. However, if you get the opposite one, which is caught by surprise, then
so I just changed my class, and that gave me access to a new ability called Growth, and I could cast Growth on the vine to make it grow, which made a ladder, which meant I could climb up. You don't normally do this, but I need to get the Elven Rapier, which is the chest. Sorry, I had to point that out. That's the class at work. It's super cool. Yeah, we don't usually get this, but I don't have any money because I'm poor, and I might as well use the apple now as well.
Yeah, why not?
So
Apple increasing your attack.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Why am I running from this? I didn't set my Jin. That's okay. This is a bad encounter anyway.
just get a second chance to run away. So every time you try to run away and fail, that actually increases your chance to run away a second time. So
It's plus 20% every time you fail. Yeah, just a flat 20.
and we can start.
Who's
can
one
get,
and who's
zero.
two?
The oozes are relevant later. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right now, we're just killing stuff. Ramses did a lot of damage there, right? Like, Ramses is really fun. We like it because it's got a really, really fast animation, and it deals really good damage. I moved Gust over to Isaac because it makes him faster, and that's helpful. Again, we're abusing the class system because Jupiter is usually the element of being fast. It's the wind element. Wind is fast. So usually people in a Jupiter class like Isaac is right now, he's faster than he normally would be. So that's why we do it. I also need to farm more experience here than I normally would because we got we had the incentive met, which is fine. I need to be 42 experience away from.
That was interesting.
I'm trying to get an encounter, you see.
Yeah, but like that resets.
Juicy!
This is,
Reminder: we are extremely underleveled right now.
and I didn't heal Ivan, so this could go really badly, really quickly.
Ivan,
So
I'm
you-
pretty sure
Be
can
a
get
nice
away.
bear, be a nice
Wait,
bear.
wait. Are you saying the clown show is beginning?
Bear's dead.
Hold.
I think we're fine.
I think we're fine as well. All right.
For now.
Okay, settle down, guys. Clown show is a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
It will begin in a minute.
Don't forget to heal your Bowie, guys.
Yeah. Look after your Bowie. He's very important.
Pet the Bowie.
There should be enough experience as well. We should be fine after this.
So every summons has a specific animation, and you can actually skip it. And the skip can be either fast or really slow. And the part that you skip is the part that is not going to be in the fight present. Like some of the animation is going to be like a completely different cutscene, quote unquote.
Most important glitch of the game coming up right now. No idea why this works. It's the only place it works. We're going to cast move, then cancel it, and we're going to knock his hat off.
Yay! Lost cat.
So that actually tricks the game into thinking the snowman is on the ground, and then we can just kind of donk into it like that.
So if you want to make every GS runner angry,
Move it down.
yeah,
Like he did in
we
practice.
will judge. We will judge.
So this is our second Mars gen called Fever. Fever is really useful. It's going to be very relevant for the upcoming boss fight, which you will nicely donated for. This is Mia. She is an incredibly
Wait, who?
important... We're going to see more of her. Oh, Bob.
Wait.
Sorry, it's Bob. This is Bob. She's a very, very, very important character. If you may have noticed, we're pretty underleveled right now. We're like level 6 at most. Mia's going to join the party at level 10. So the fact that she's significantly higher level will give her a lot of utility throughout the entire run. In particular, she's very, very helpless against Saturos. Saturos is one of the baddies. He's the blue baddie. He's a fire elemental baddie. And Mia is, or Bob, is a water elemental goodie. And water beats fire, so she's really helpful on Saturos. But we're not going to use her on Saturos because we donated to not use her on Saturos.
By the way, that was the fairy was Primula from Shining Force.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Best tactical game ever made.
Bandana man.
Yeah, just wanted to help you out there.
Yeah. Like all the animations are fast. Like play Shining Force is a really, really great game. And we're going to see that that fairy again in the lighthouse. It's a play animation, really, really nice Shining Force reference, made by Camelot again.
So we don't usually buy all those herbs in the shop there, but again, incentive, hard fight, very difficult. Must do things that I'm not used to doing, such as buying all those herbs. But that's fine.
Eat your greens, guys.
This is this is really cool. So we're gonna see our first instance of the retreat glitch. The retreat glitch is like the fundamental glitch of Golden Sun. It does everything you could want and more. In fact, it does even more in the second game. So if you like what you see, it's even cooler later on. What it does is, if you lower your PP below 6, which is the amount required for retreat to work, and have retreat bound to a hotkey, so let's say you've got 5 PP and retreat bound to a hotkey, you use retreat, it will fail. but the game thinks it was successful. Now, that allows you to start doing some wrong warps, because the game looks up the different loading zones relative to the area that you're currently in. So if you trick the game into thinking you're somewhere else, it will start looking up doors relative to that area instead, which opens up some really fun shenanigans, which we'll shortly see. This guy's in the way, so we'll get rid of him.
So there is extended ways to use a retreat as a retreat glitch, but that involves save and quit, which we're not going to do, and that's basically what allows us to end up getting ace, which is why the run can be finished in like 1 hour 30.
So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to come up here and come down here, and you can see Mia's
Hi, Bob.
is blocked. You're supposed to move that statue
Bob.
down and save her, but we're not going to do that. We are going to instead cast move a couple times. It should be 4. We're now less than 6. We've got retreat bound to a hotkey. Use retreat, cancel it, walk back to the store, and we're at the top of the lighthouse.
Woo!
Now we need to do a quick little menu.
Safety save. Then?
I don't need a safety save. It'll be fine.
It will
Did you
be
use
fine,
nut?
he said.
Did I use the nut? Oh, I didn't use the mint. Thank you. Good call out.
Ooh.
So that mint guarantees that Ivan will outspeed Satoros, which turns out to be important. So hopefully I've done that menu correctly. So a fun story about the incentive. I've done this incentive before, and it's always a good time. But I thought it would be great because I've done it before, so I was like, that's fine, I'll just look up my notes from last time. So I looked up my notes from last time on how to do this fight without Mia, and the notes were like, here is the Satoros' pattern, have fun. I was like, oh, thank you, past me, very helpful. But it's fine, we figured it out.
Shout out to Jenna, by the way.
Shoutouts to Jenna's portrait.
That's Andrade.
So because we entered this area incorrectly, the actors that are supposed to be on that platform aren't there. So the game doesn't quite know where to put Jenna's portrait on the screen, so it just kind of goes here, have a Jenna. And in fact, it likes Jenna so much, it's going to give us a second Jenna momentarily, which is fun.
What's better than one Jenna?
Two Gemmas.
Where is it?
Your timing is off, man.
My timing is way off. There we go.
There we go.
I prepped that bit way too early.
It was the NSO timing, it's different.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now we got 2 Jennas on the screen. So yeah, that's just the result of actor misplacement. It's kind of silly, but
Also, yeah, more silly dead boxes.
so this fight will be serious time because I actually have to think about things. I have to try and remember
Yeah.
Saurus's fight pattern.
Yeah, I'll try to explain it a bit. So, Satoros attack patterns are fixed. He's always going to, if he uses his flash, he's going to either use fireball or attack. Yes. For example, the problem is because we are not manipulating RNG completely, we don't know from where he's going to start. So we cannot tell until the first attack he's going to use. And as I explained, there is sometimes 2 situations that can happen. So attack can mean either eruption or hit flash.
Yeah, there are 3 possible outcomes here. Oh, this is the absolute worst one. It's fine though. I think this is still good. So he's going to use Eruption, which is his strongest ability. It's awkward, but I have Granite. Granite's going to give me 50% damage reduction. I should be fine. Oh, it's Fireball. Sorry, I got it wrong.
To note, Bowie should be on
It's
the
okay.
right side and not in the middle, because
Where
right
are
now
we?
he's going to take the most damage.
All right, now
from
this is actually
the-
a little bit of a problem. What am I going to do here?
So the thing is, only Bowie is acting before Satoros,
Let's do that.
and he's right now. He has both Ramses genes, Mars genes on, so that he resists a lot more the fire damage that Satoros is going to deal. So that's the best
Okay.
way.
Okay, we're back on that.
So it turns out that on this fight, Bowie is actually one of the most tanky person in the party. Bob is not. And pretty much everyone can die in 2 hits. Maybe 3 depending on the attacks. I think Eruption is coming next. After this one. After this is Flash. Thankfully, we just have 1 person to heal, so Bowie is going to
Ooh, I
heal
double
himself.
killed myself. That's annoying.
Oops. He's not going to be targeted, hopefully, because
Just
otherwise it could
give me
get
a
one
second
shot.
to think here. Next attack is Eruption. Okay, now we've got Eruption coming. This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, fully controlled. So Bowie is mostly only here to heal on this fight. Bob is casting Granite every 2 turns whenever it's possible. And then Isaac is, or Zeph is going to spam Ramses or heal or deal extra damage whenever it's possible. He's the one who's the most flexible in the party.
Yes.
You can also heal with basically anyone in the party, so it's pretty tight. And it's always a really interesting fight to do because depending on whatever happens, there is always a way to survive. Just need to figure out what's the strats.
You can also see another mechanic in this fight, because Plexa uses remedies like that with Isaac before it's ready. But since Granite has priority, it is ready when Isaac's turns there and goes through.
So basically, if you know the agility of your characters, you can plan out the summons that you are going to use when someone is going to use a Jin before them. Which is an interesting thing that we're going to use throughout this run.
Also pretty nice theme in the background.
Yeah, we also have Flint and Granite set up on Zeph and Bob so that we can refresh them every 2 turns, which is why it's important to not have all the Venice Jins on one character, and that's why we've got such an interesting setup of Jins. Mostly so that we can cycle things correctly. Every time you use a summon, Jins are going to be fatigued, and they're going to take 1 turn to come back, and only 1 Jin is going to come back per character. And considering that they're all on different characters, well, we're going to get them back every 2 turns. That's sketchy.
Now we're back on Eruption, so I had to make sure I had Granite ready for it.
Yeah, so if a Jin is on standby, you can take an action to actually set it, which is what Bob did. Running out on PP though.
But
We're
it
okay,
should
we're okay,
be
we're okay.
close to the end.
This is looking fine.
Heal.
Zeph doesn't need hers because he's got a cure, but he's running out of PP to cast it. Also, cure heals for 17, not 50 HP, which Herb does. Should be getting close.
I think this is
Probably
it.
this one,
I
yeah.
think this is it, yeah.
Nasty fireball.
There.
Yay!
Nice.
Good job.
That fight hurts the brain. As Legrand said, Satoris works off a pattern of 8 different attacks, and all of the difficulty of that sequence is figuring out where you are in the pattern and then playing around what's coming next. Then whether you have to set a Jin, can you get space for damage, do you need to be account for healing? Like it's very difficult. So serious time very much warranted, but if we do have any donations that have come in or any updates, we can go to that while I recover my brain.
We have another $2 donation from Zephyr with another question for the circus. If Golden Sun shares stuff with Shining Force, and the GBA Mario sports games share sound effects and icons with Golden Sun, does that mean Shining Force is a Mario sports game?
Sure, go for it.
I can't answer that question because Bowie will be mean to me if I do. Shoutouts to Bowie the hero, we love him. One of the big reasons the community grew was because of his influence, so we owe him a lot. But we miss you.
Bowie is the reason this category exists.
That's true. It's like, I don't want to run your dumb manip category. Give me something I can actually play without having to learn manip. I was like, okay, here you go.
I made a route for you, just have fun with it, and then that grew. Yeah, because like back then we were really just Plexa, Bal Nocturno, and me running the manip category, which was fun, but like it's also like it doesn't have the same thrill as playing the game normally because you don't have to account for anything. You just do your script and it works out. You don't have to. You run away from everything right away. You always get the same level ups. All the fights are fixed. Except Satoris, you have a little bit of thinking that you have to do, which is what Plexa did. But at the same time, that's always going to be the same script. Like it's really just completely scripted run. While No 7 Code is clearly, as you can see, absolutely not scripted. You just half strats and contingency strats to actually get through things.
Oh yeah, and throughout all these cutscenes, you see Mia Bob, just
Right.
turning up in the cutscenes for reasons, even though she still isn't in our party. Unfortunately for Happy, we're not going to finish the game without Mia because that's, I'd need a bit more time in the estimate. But it is possible to finish the game without ever collecting her. There are some fun things that happen as a result of that, like character duplication and all kinds of fun things. But we're going to go back in the dungeon, we're going to get Mia, and then we're going to go get another Jin.
You mean the super boss of this game?
Yeah, it's because, I mean, you did it after Satura, so it must be harder.
Yeah.
I mean, according to Raffi, that's the super boss.
Yeah. So the next Jin of the game is called Sleet. It's a water Jin or a mercury Jin. It is the killer of runs. It is absolutely like the most scary thing you can possibly imagine. In theory, it would have been faster if I've gotten Sleet and tried to kill Satoros, but the amount of risk involved goes dramatically up, and I'm not prepared to take that much risk. I will do Mia-less Satoros. I will not do Mia-less Sleet. It is that scary.
Yeah, Sleep is probably scarier than Saturas.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
it is.
Like, Satoros in the normal run is like 98% consistent or something silly like that. Sleet is like, roll the dice, have fun.
I'm disappointed, Plexa.
You come up here and do Sleet without me and tell me
No,
how
I'm
you
not
feel
talking
about it.
about that. I'm talking about the ladder.
Oh, I forgot. I was on my Sleet spiel. Anyway, that's fine. This is Mia. We've already introduced her. We're
Let's
gonna
pick her up.
Also, notice how the music has changed. If you do this stuff backwards, like I'm doing it, you get the cool Elemental Stars music as opposed to the Mercury Lighthouse music. This makes Dio Venus, one of the members of the community, very sad. He really likes the Mercury Lighthouse theme song, but I don't particularly care for it, so I think this is a strict upgrade, so I'm good with that.
And Mental Storage is one of the best track ever made into this series. If not the
So
best
another
one.
instance of the retreat glitch, go into retreat mode, walk through the store, we're at the end of the dungeon, yay! The retreat glitch gets surprisingly little use in this game, but it's still very, very powerful. So we're just going to go backtrack through the dungeon a little bit. Technically, you're supposed to keep going to the right, but we're going to go backwards because this is where the Jin is. So we're literally just coming here to get the Jin. That's like literally the entire point we're here.
Scary sirens?
Wow.
What's
Annoying.
going on here? You done something?
It's the additional level, and now it's easier to run.
So once again, you've got the waterfall, so obviously you have to go through the waterfall.
I
as you
kind of,
can.
I feel like I didn't.
CBS?
That's fine.
No, no CBS.
We're gonna roll the dice because I forgot to set the thingy-madoodle.
Oh.
Oh, no ghost. Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad.
I don't have plasma, so
Yeah, but Ivan dies. It's not that bad.
yeah, I'll figure it out.
You just did suicide cutscene.
Oh, it's prison
fine.
anyway. Who cares?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, second turn. What
So
do you kill him?
So this guy has an attack named Broth Spear, which can pretty much one-shot Isaac and Ivan, I think?
And Garrett.
And Garrett. Everybody.
Ooh.
So again, just be lucky. I made a really horrific mistake that should have ended the run, and I would have cried about it. Instead, I got lucky, and the run lives.
No
Yay!
skill, only luck.
No
Don't for-
skill, only luck.
Don't forget to stay hydrated.
Yep. Oh.
Yes.
No. I thought I was going to end up at the top. I forget that you end up down here, so that's my bad. I also didn't do the mid.
Yeah, he says.
Because I can't, because I have no thing. We should heal before we do anything.
You can actually get an encounter before this down.
Yeah.
It's unlikely, but it's possible.
That's one. I'm listening.
And it happened
to.
before.
So if you hear that click is the Jin recovery noise. It's also a bunch of other things like poison ticks and PP recovery. But I'm listening for that click, so I know that my Jin have recovered. After you summon them, they go into one turn of recovery. We never actually explained that, but hopefully you saw it in action when we were doing Satoros.
I explained it during
oh.
Satoros.
I was just so in the zone, I just didn't hear you, so that's my bad.
Yeah, no, but like I realized that we never explained it, so like, oh, should explain that.
You need a third sock, I'm just saying.
I have more socks with me.
Just you wait.
But I just need more.
One.
Yeah, there we
Part of the
go.
circus after all.
Okay, so now we're
So
gonna.
you're
we
quick,
mentioned
maybe?
pineapple pizza already.
I mean,
It's
we're
over.
not yet at the circus.
Thank you.
So we're kind of backtracking now. Now that we've beaten the lighthouse and we have got the healing water, which we don't really know why we need it yet because we did things out of order, but we need it for something. We are coming rapidly to the end of the Save Kill Jill incentive, so if we could get an update on that, that would be fantastic.
Of course, I can get you that. So we are currently.
In fact, we have to cut it off here, so tell me what we got.
We have to cut it off here.
Yeah.
Well, then we're saving Jill with $1,442 versus 1,187.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
We are saving Jill. Thank you very much for all of your donations.
Zeph, you get to be a hero today.
That is a lot of money. That's basically
Cannon percent.
that's about as much money as we raised for Mio's hairstyle, and she's a cool anime character. Like, that is awesome. Like, well done, guys. That's super cool. But we will save Jill. Jill is this tree. Like, we saw the stack of trees earlier. Satoros, the mean bad guy, knocked them over, and Jill went flying into the river. So now we're pulling her out of the ocean. This cutscene is silly. Anyway, we'll be back. We'll prove that we saved her later on. And I didn't
And
cast
get a
her.
reward for it.
I didn't cast the void.
So,
Whatever.
Avoid works like repel in Pokemon. If you're higher level than the monsters in the area, you don't get any encounters. And if you're not higher level than the monsters in the area, nothing happens. So it's a bit of a scam. But it does work across that little bit of run back, and then I don't think we use it again.
it's going to work right after calling out.
Oh yeah, we use it immediately after this as well. But other than that, you'll never see it again.
And the reason why it works is because now we are actually over-leveled compared to
Not anymore.
Not anymore, only in the first room.
Yeah, but like we were.
It was quickly over.
All right. Another really cool puzzle. I think this puzzle's got an interesting solution, because your natural inclination is to just push this log to the left down, but it's faster to just leave it where it is than push it up.
Tell it to an old task who actually pushed that lock down.
Yeah. And it's slightly faster to go. It's actually slightly faster to be below, isn't it? I don't remember.
A cool thing that they did in this game is that whenever there's a puzzle room, you cannot get any kind of encounter, which is really, really nice.
Be more precise, an puzzle area, because this is the same room that's got an encounter, but yeah. The puzzle areas have encounters disabled, which is really nice. It's a quality of life improvement from Shining Force 3 or something. I don't know, I'm now quoting Bowie, so if I'm wrong, blame him. No, Shining in the Darkness, I think it was, where they had lots of encounters in puzzle areas, and it was just really annoying, and they're like, oh yeah, that is actually a bad idea, let's do that.
Puzzle solved, by the way.
Yeah, very difficult puzzle, that one. You're supposed to use the logs to get the fur coat. You don't need to do that. Baal found a way to do it without having to do anything, which is really good. I'm just getting some.
But we're still not getting it, not in this category.
Not in this category. Fun fact: it was like seen as like one of the most useless glitches that we had, and now it's like extremely useful in any percent.
By the way, do we have a quick
Yeah, absolutely.
time for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
So these were the last $2 going towards saving Jill. Another $2 from Zephyr with another question for the circus. Favorite lighthouse in the series, and why is it Venus?
Ooh. I mean, it's either Venus or Mars. Like, they're both really good.
I think I prefer Mars, personally.
I mean, Mars is unfair because there's 2 dungeons in one. But I think they're both great for different reasons. I especially like... I didn't get it. I especially like Venus Lighthouse in this game. It's really technical and difficult. And it's the culmination of the whole run. And when you're on pace in Venus Lighthouse, it's like, oh, it's real now. Like,
I think the bottom one is going to be Jupiter.
yeah, Jupiter's the worst.
Yeah.
Clear margin. Clear margin.
Not because of the story, but actually because of the story. As a speedrunner.
Both.
I mean, it's just a letdown of a dungeon. I mean, it's cool thematically, but there's a lot of things wrong with it. But yeah, I think Venus is really good. Mars is also really cool. I think the puzzles are better in Mars, but the fight strategies there are less interesting. So that's my
Honestly,
take.
Jupiter would be 10 times better if it didn't have the right wing.
You're not wrong.
I also do want to shout out everyone donating towards that bid war Save versus Kill Jill, which raised a total of $2,629. Thank you so much for every single dollar of those.
He didn't run away, yay!
But I didn't do the fight correctly, but that's fine.
Never punished.
Yeah,
Kill it with
This is still
fire.
fine.
I mean, you can't be punished if he runs away now.
Now you won't. I have an outspeed.
Now you do hear it? Oh god. Turtle lady.
Don't be good, be lucky. It's like, if you've ever seen the memes where it's like, choose one, there's all these different pills, and one of them's like, get lucky all the time. Like, get lucky all the time. It's the best superpower.
You don't have to get good, you just have to get lucky.
Shout out to future
Like,
X.
and also, especially if you know that you get lucky every time, suddenly you get like infinite power, because like you can take any risk and it's always going to work out.
Exactly. Alrighty. So we're approaching our first boss fight. Oh, wait. The first... well, what is this? He's like the first real boss fight that in the casual playthrough, other than the bandits who don't count. But we're doing it out of order, so he's like trivially easy. The only thing he can do is use Sleep Star and put us to sleep. Which we hope doesn't happen.
You're
but
not called loser. It shouldn't happen.
it is certainly a clownable moment, though, so...
Let's
there we
go. Free party man asleep.
Worth noting that in this game, and this theory, if you are put to sleep and you get attacked, you don't get like
Woken up.
woken up, which is not usual for JRPGs. So Ovoid is going to be for later, but we can test that now.
I also moved Mia into slot 1, or Bob into slot 1. You can move the party order around. We did it on Satoros, but we do that because we want to have our tankiest people in the middle and our most frail people on the outside. So we just arrange it like that. It works.
And the reason is because AoE is going to be centered on someone and then it's going to spread. And so if you got the people in the middle are going to take more damage mathematically.
Case in point.
Right now that was Boy that was targeted, I think.
Yeah, so the way we do the strategy actually gives us protection from Thorn. We can afford to defend with Ivan here instead of having to attack. Please don't target Ivan. Anyway, he lived. So that's why the strat is good. You don't die when that happens. So
Yeah, it's all calculated. That
Yeah.
2 HP is...
I think you can still die if you get unlucky with damage rolls, but it's fine. It's okay.
At this point it's extremely unlikely, yeah.
Yeah.
Like damage rolls are a thing in this game, it's only like going to be like maximum
Yo,
10
Ooh,
HP.
rainbow kill.
Disco trick. So that was a rainbow
Rainbow.
kill. It flashed rainbow colors. When you kill something with the opposite element Jin, you get extra 30% experience and some money. It's kind of cool. It's not really relevant, but it's nice to get.
Not on this category at least. Huh, Bao?
I mean, well, it's useful in this category, and the reason being is that we are trying to hit certain level thresholds. Level largely doesn't matter, but there are certain abilities you learn at certain levels that we want to unlock. The main thing is we want to be level 13 by the time we hit Altmiller Cave, which is very, very easy to do. Like, super easy. It's not a difficult threshold at all. In fact, it's so not difficult, we will actively cut experience to try and optimize it so that we get it right before we hit the cave. So a little bit of experience from the rainbow kill doesn't hurt. Now we climb down the branch,
And by optimizing it, we mean...
give Tret his juice, and then he's all good.
So like, out of this game has some
yeah.
really, really good menus, except the item menu.
Item
item
menu's
menus.
great. What are you on about?
No, it's really not that great compared to the other two. Like, synergies
I
and the
strongly disagree with you.
engines.
Item menu is great. The Jin menu is great in this game and terrible in the next game.
That's true.
Yeah, like I have no qualms with the item menu. It's a little bit awkward to navigate because you need to remember where stuff is, but other than that, it's fine.
I don't like it.
I think
Fine.
I mean, I think Golden Sun in general has really, really nice menus. They're really forgiving, really snappy, really fast. It's like 3 frames of input lag or something, or 3 frames of delay between inputs. But like, it's super fine. 3 frames, 60 FPS as well, not like 20 FPS or something like that. It's really smooth.
And also you can do menu gliding in pretty much all of them.
Yeah, exactly. So this here is the end of the first act of the game. We have saved this part of the world from the great evils that have happened to it, which is great. And we get to cross the Kolima Bridge into the next part of the game. By all accounts, from everyone in the community, this is where the run actually starts. Please note the timer on your screen.
And it's not a clown show yet.
It's not a clown show yet, but just you wait. The run starts to get really clownery. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get an optional gen called Zephyr. Zephyr.
Chill.
Hmm?
Chill.
Huh?
Go back for Jill.
Oh, Jill, sorry. Yeah, you're quite right.
But yeah, optional Jin.
The next thing we're going to do after saving Jill is, we've already saved her technically.
Yeah,
but
we're just getting the
We're
reward.
going to confirm that she is alive.
Run is canon.
What's up, Jill?
There we go.
Oh, hey.
Hey, you're that guy. Jill, are these the people who saved you? Yes, remember me? I was that tree. I would have been swept
You
down the
look
river
like
if it
a
wasn't
tree.
for you. Please, take this. It is a small token of my appreciation.
And for saving
Jill gave Zeph a special gift. Zeph got a hard nut. Anyway, they're not going to forget us, which is great. Anyway.
You're talking about Dark Dawn, right?
Okay, fine. You forced it out of me. Jill survives canonically. She is the lady who leads you into the phantasmal bog in Dark Dawn, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of really neat references to the first games in Dark Dawn, but a lot of people didn't remember them because Dark Dawn came out 6 years after the second game and everyone had forgotten. You know, they'll do the same with Golden Sun 4, like 14 years after Dark Dawn or something silly like that. Anyway, we're gonna cross the bridge. Yay, we beat the first bit of the game. Start Act 2.
Yeah, the interesting thing as well is that people remember Golden Sun 2, but they don't remember Golden Sun 1 if they remember Golden Sun 2.
True. So we're gonna go into Fushin Temple. We don't actually... I didn't hear...
Two HP bump, just like that, chilling. Are you forgetting something? Nah, don't worry about it.
Yet another...
Never punished.
Yet another example. Don't be good, be lucky. We're gonna use mind read. Anyway, so we're going in here. You don't actually have to go in here. You get force from inside here, which is required to navigate the next area. But if you know the way through, you can just go through it. This is entirely optional, but we've done many calculations on this. Zephyr is a 2-minute detour and saves like way much more than that, and a lot of brain cells because Zephyrless is just awful. Zephyr is amazing because it gives us Procne, the tier 3 Jupiter summon, which is by all accounts the best thing in this game. So very amazing thing to get. Plus Zephyr's ability is to double our agility, which is also incredible. In a turn-based game like this, where you only get one action per character, being able to act before the enemy is a significant advantage. So Zephyr is just super valuable. We can get an encounter in this corridor, and that's where things can get really awkward.
And just
Just get lucky.
let's go.
Of course.
Just be lucky.
Just get lucky. We gotta... So actually, Ivan's hurt. I can heal him a little bit.
We didn't take the time to explain it, but this game was heavily routed, and a lot of math happened behind the route that is presented here. Most of it is from Plexa here. He's been working on this game and this series for more than 10 years at this point.
Retreat glitch, by the way, and that takes us to Zephyr. That's really convenient. The path there doesn't actually require retreat. It's just always there. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so like a lot of extensive stuff has been timed and like scientifically proven that some stuff are faster and some stuff are not, and that's mostly this man work. Also, other people in the community chimed in, but
Rest in peace. Okay,
I would say that's a clown show, right?
Yeah, it's the clownery has begun.
Who wants to go first?
Me, give me something.
How about the nose?
Yeah, okay, we'll kill this guy, then I'll put it on. That should be fine. He tried to run!
There's no escape. Would have been funny if that.
So this is the reason we were calling this run a clown fiesta, is anytime something clowny is going to happen, Kars is going to be the judge here. We are going to have some clown stuff put on ourselves.
That was completely out of my control. Stormray is a one-hit KO on Ivan. It just happened to decide to kill Ivan. Thank you, game. I appreciate it.
So we don't have any Phoenix down, but we can revive people at the temple, and this guy is the temple of this place, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's very annoying. We actually do want Ivan to get experience, so whatever.
But you told me that levels didn't matter in this game.
Yeah, they don't really. I said it's annoying. I didn't say it's important. Yeah, this. Oh, you still need to recover Jin. Of course you do.
Yeah, when you're dead, you cannot recover your Jins, which is very much a problem sometimes.
Yeah, you skip a recovery cycle if you're dead, which is annoying. Like I said, it's annoying. It's not important. It's just annoying.
And again, it's one of those things that you have to account for because you don't have... The RNG is not set, so you have to actually, like, think.
So you're starting to see why Procne is really good. Procne has, like, no animation and deals a lot of damage. So the strategy for the next 40 minutes or so is, if it dies to Procne, kill it. If not, run away. It's extremely strong. Case in point, this one we actually have to do extra stuff, but it's fine. Plasma works, it's all good. And then, boom, all over.
That's also some
Sleep bomb.
Yeah.
Want to do some Kraken?
We don't have time to do the Kraken, unfortunately.
Aww.
It's all good.
Scuds and skips, we could.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
No, we're not gonna.
Nothing can go wrong in this screen, right?
Yeah. So this next gen Quartz, if he runs away, which he really likes to do for some reason, we lose a straight minute. There's nothing we can do about it. So we prefer that didn't happen.
Just get lucky.
Just get lucky.
Come on.
Procne.
Clown show is here.
That's Bolt. That's bad.
And the best part is we get to do more encounters this way. Yay!
Yay! More encounters, more gameplay.
Flash Bolt should kill. What's next, Kari?
Happy already got
I
something.
got the nose.
Oh, you got the nose on. Fantastic. You know, we can actually just do one per person for each clownery because there's a lot of it.
There will be more.
Like the one scary thing is that we actually run out of clownery stuff to put on.
It will happen, and then the circus is complete. Yeah.
That's a little bit of an overkill, but... And the problem now is that we
Okay,
need to recover. But because we've got all our Jupiter Gins on different people, that's recovered in only one cycle.
All right.
Hey! Whew.
Why do we run this game?
It's
You told us
fun.
it was great.
It's fun. It's a clown show. It's fun, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Wait, wasn't this supposed to be the fun part of the game?
You're right.
I mean, it's fun. We've got two red noses right now.
So Quartz gives us access to the Tier 3 Venus summon called Cybele, aka Time Lossosaurus. It has the longest animation of all the summons, which means we do never ever use it. It is as strong as Procne, but unless we run out of all other options to, end the fight quickly, we'll use Cybele. But we do never want to use it. Never. Ever. If you see it, you can tell a little bit of my soul died when I figured out it was the only thing we could do.
I mean, you're not going to tell. You're going to see me frown.
Okay.
And probably not just frown.
Turn that frown
Complain
upside
about it.
down.
That's what clowns do.
So I've been at a psychology conference the last week, a conference called FEPSAC, the world's largest sports psychology conference. Really cool, met lots of wonderful people. But I did learn that laughter is a coping mechanism.
I mean,
Oh, no.
sounds true.
Oh, this is a very important item. This is the Elven shirt.
Best item in the game.
Yeah, the Elven shirt is the only item we actually get. It allows one character to get 50% bonus agility. And we've already established that going first is really important. So we're eventually going to give this to Ivan, and we're going to give it to Mia now, just so that they can go first and be fast, basically. It's probably the most broken item in the game, in this game at least.
We also got the Elven Rapier, but that was only because we needed the extra power for Satoros.
Yeah, that was only for an incentive, so yeah. Normally we wouldn't get it. That would have been scary.
Ooh.
On top of the multiplier of agility, it also gives some extra agility a little bit, but that's not much compared to the actual multiplier.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't clear already, Procne is very good.
You get why Zephyr is important.
Well, it's also in this next fight, we'll see why Zephyr is important as well.
Yeah, this is going to be the boss of the, the place.
Oh,
The small one, right? The small one.
Please don't.
Okay.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
We were all worried that we were going to get the encounter on the same frame as we trigger the next boss fight, which has happened to some people in the community. This. And now we do the next boss fight, the Killer 8. not very difficult. Satoros is really hard, and then Tret and Killer Ape are just like not very difficult, so this is not a difficult fight, but there are some things it can throw at us that are a little bit annoying. So we use Zephyr, Fever, we use Kieran, because this guy's weak to... He's a water monkey, so he's weak to fire. So we're going to do that. So Zephyr's going to double all of our agility, makes us super fast, so we guarantee our actions. Debilitate is a good action. We don't want to see Warcry. I think that's it, right? Warcry and Ransack. Warcry and Ransack. We don't want to see those.
Can Ransack actually kill Bowie?
Not through Granite, but on this turn he can. So now we're going to use all of our summons.
Yeah, so for the most part, we're going to do what is called Summon Rush, which is just stand by all our Jins, have terrible stats, but just completely deal massive damage in one turn and just kill bosses with that. If we cannot do that, then we'll have different strategies that will come later. Also with Cybele.
Oh, that's fine.
Happen.
We're completely fine. This is good, though. We win.
Yeah, one more turn where we are going to use the synergies that are left. Origins.
Okay,
The problem with this strategy is after the big damage turn,
Yo,
we have
Disco
made-
Ape. Nice.
Yay!
Alright, so now we've got a really difficult trick coming up, so I need to concentrate for a second. Hopefully we don't get an encounter. Let's make sure that we don't die. Really difficult trick coming up. It's called Frost Clip, and you'll see why it's difficult once I do it.
Yeah, look at the screen, because this is nice visual stuff.
Ooh, too far, too far. Oh my god. That's wrong. It's fine, I'll fix it.
So you can do menu in this room. You can do menus during and the NPC is still going to move while you do your menu.
This shouldn't be here. Oh well, whatever. We'll run with it.
This is a
Oh no,
problem.
it should be there. It should be there. Yeah.
The problem with Jin menus is that basically we've got an idea of what.
There we go.
So if you do that, you have 6 pixels and some subpixels within that to make that trick work. But you also there's also that time pressure element of making everything, before she does the stuff. And then it took me forever to get the exposition, so I kind of messed up the menu. But it's okay, we're fine now.
Yeah, you are on the timer on when you are doing the menu as well, because she's still moving when you are doing the menu. Which is a rare instance where that happens, but it's a thing.
Monkey.
These apes are really, really weird because there are mini bosses in the prior dungeons we didn't see, but they're there. And these apes here have the same stats, which are really, really high for where we are right now.
So up here is an overworld djinn called Corona. Because Corona is the shadow around the sun, not the disease. But it's associated with fire for that reason. Not a very difficult fight, we just blow it up. But a lot of people miss these overworld djinni in their casual playthroughs because there's absolutely no indication that this was a mechanic. They fixed this in TLA and Dark Dawn. They had overworld djinn that were extremely likely to be encountered. In this game, it was just completely random.
By the way, I hope you like Neptune because I don't think we're seeing it again,
Oh yeah,
ever.
No.
Yeah, that's the only time we use Neptune. You're quite right.
So Neptune is tier 3 Mercury, and yeah, it's kind of slow, especially compared to Narrate.
All right, so now we're gonna go into Alton. Whew.
This is where the clown
Get the clown
Yeah.
gear ready. So, thanks to Solidified Gaming, a glitch hunter from a lot of other games, actually, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Get out of the way. That guy's affectionately called Jerry because he always gets in the way. Solidified Gaming, fantastic glitch hunter. One day decided to turn her attention to Golden Sun, and she found that poison is very, very broken. We'll see why in a moment, but the point is we need to get poisoned. There are 2 places that you can get poisoned before the thing we need it for happens. This dungeon and Mercury Lighthouse. We're not going to do it in Mercury Lighthouse because it's silly. We're going to do it in this dungeon. So we're going to spend the next couple screens trying to find an encounter that can get us poisoned. And that's going to allow us to do a trick in this dungeon and later on. But the one later on is the real reason why we're doing it. Also, these guys take forever to jump around.
Interestingly enough, there is a lot more instances that we're not going to see where poison would be useful, but that's not in this category because that's a dumb glitch.
Alright, so these living statues, like little mini-bosses, they are I don't know, like they're little mini bosses basically. And then there's a big mini boss at the end called the Hydros statue. The Hydros statue is, well, you won't see it.
One turn kill with summon rush, very easy.
Yeah. So all of these the lore is these living statues are spewing water, and everyone you kill lowers the water level of the town. So yeah, we've got to kill these guys to progress through the dungeon, which is fine. We can do that. It's not hard. They're not very dangerous. The only way they can be annoying is if they attack, and they attack Bowie and they crit. If they crit, then Bowie dies. But outside of that very, very rare occurrence, we're fine. This is the Frost tutorial, which we already used once. We're just going to skip it by retreating.
It turns out that Mia starts with Frost if she's still in her base class, but you now get access to it for other characters if they're in any kind of class. So it's basically useless, but hey, it's here.
Well, the useful thing is that because they give you this thing called the Frost gem that allows you to use Frost, it allows Mia-less to work because you don't need Mia for Frost or Douse. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so now we're looking for an encounter that will give us poison.
And not any kind of encounter that gives poison, but also an encounter that has a high chance or a high-ish chance to give a poison.
There are two enemy types that can give us poison. These little green spiders and the little red oozes. The oozes have a higher probability of poisoning you, but we'll take spiders if we have no other choice. If the rule that I said earlier stands, if we can kill the encounter with Procne, we'll kill it with Procne. Like, oh, this is attacks first, never mind. Attacks first, we'll always run away. But if we can kill it, we will kill it. And then we'll get some experience, and that'll help us get us on our way to level 13. And if we can't kill it, we'll run away. Simple as that.
There's a lot of leeway, again, to get to our level up threshold.
A great deal of like routing is figuring out what level thresholds you need to hit, how much experience you can cut, what you can do in different places of the game to do that. So we've mathed it all out. This is what you should do, I think.
And then in a vacuum, it's down to you figuring out what's the best to do at this situation and just kind of improvising your routing.
So a good run would have been poisoned before the statue, so you don't have to worry about the next area. We're still not poisoned. There's like 5 rooms left or something.
It's fine.
If we're not poisoned before the next living statue, unfortunately we will have to run around and grind for it.
And someone will get a new red nose as well.
Not necessarily.
It's not too much of a clown
Depends
show.
how long it takes.
Yeah.
And how it happens.
It's more about how you get poisoned than finding the encounter, because there's nothing we can do about that. But
If like the last encounter where you get poisoned.
Very good.
Yeah.
yeah, this is a good encounter to get poisoned.
Poison.
Oh. Spider.
So obviously sticky poison can poison, but not all attacks. Like it's very specific attacks.
Oh, more slime beasts.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I'm
sticky
number-
poison.
Yeah.
Hey, it happened.
The
Now-
worst character got poisoned. Hallelujah.
Now Bowie needs to survive.
Yeah, so the person who gets poisoned cannot die. That is a problem.
And as we said, Bowie is a glass cannon, and he has some pretty good chance to die. And that would be a clown moment right there, if he were to die.
Yeah. Where was I? I am doing this.
That was pretty decent.
Also karting! Woo!
I don't know if it was pretty decent. It was. It certainly happened.
It wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
There.
You were not running in circles for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A little bit under average, I would say, but acceptable for sure.
Yeah. My rule is that I will. If there's 3 enemies that can poison you, I will just force it because the probability says that you should get it pretty quickly. But obviously now I've lost the ability to keep running it through this dungeon. Because I could get an encounter that can poison me in here as well, but I don't know. It's hard to make the judgment call on the spot. You just do what you feel is right and live with the consequences.
Lose the ability to run, says he loses the ability to run, and yet he runs still. Never mind.
So just equipping some synergy items there. We need those for later. Like, we've got a Frost coming up that I need to use Frost on.
An interesting thing about this game is whenever you give an item to someone else and you can equip it, the game is going to prompt you if you can equip it
Very
or
quickly,
not.
very quickly. If you do retreat glitch through this next door here, it takes you out of the dungeon and you can skip it all. We don't do that because we need lift for a reason. You don't actually need lift to beat the game, but we need it for...
Because it's faster.
Because it's faster. Because you'll
Well,
see
you
why.
don't need it if you use glitches.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you said you can beat the game without lift, but you can only do that if you do
Oh,
glitches.
oh yeah. You need
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Fair point.
We don't need it.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Technically, we don't need it, but in this category, we do.
Yeah.
Because it's faster.
Oh, great. I'm glad we've talked ourselves in circles and established. That was a commentary circus moment for sure.
That slime got exploded.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's
again,
what happens to slimes when they're not useful anymore.
it's just so efficient to kill stuff with Brockney that, like, you just do it.
Yeah, even if that's a massive overkill. You've seen the animation. It's faster than anything you would throw at them.
So different fight strategy on this one. We got level 11 earlier, and at level 11 you reach an agility threshold, hopefully, where Isaac will outspeed the dude. And because Zeph will outspeed the dude, never mind, he didn't get the agility threshold.
Aww.
It's okay, Bowie survives. That's all good.
Yeah, but now this is just the Time Lossosaurus, and it's not like some cool optimization or anything. That's okay. Fans of Cybele are just cheering right now. It's like, oh, what a day.
Why?
I will hunt you down.
Why couldn't you just get lucky and get a bramble seed?
I know, Bramble Seeds are good. Alright, we are almost done here. There's one floor left. I can't do it. Never mind. We'll do it later. I've got to do it later anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, Colossal.
Eventually.
Yeah, we're teasing it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you will get it.
I'm really bad at that trick. Bluezer is good at it. At Bluezer.
Shout out to Bluezer. I saw him in chat earlier, so you should
Nice.
be watching.
Oh, that is so annoying. That's fine. So I'm going to do a double retreat glitch here, which is actually kind of awkward because I want to get an encounter. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen. Attacks first, nice.
It would have been better, but...
I could have used that, but that's fine.
Whenever you hit an
Alright,
encounter,
just
the...
one second. I gotta focus.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, cool. Alright, we'll use the bounce of the poison to force ourselves up into a different Z-plane and then interact with the Djinn, and it avoids an entire puzzle. That's pretty neat.
Worth noting that anytime you enter an encounter, that resets a retreat state where the game thinks that you're in the first room. Upon leaving the fight, the game realizes, oh wait, you're not.
The reason I force an encounter is that it messes up the poison timer, and that's a very, very precise setup. Basically, how does this work? You can divide, using math, you can divide the poison tick counter into 40 segments, and you need to basically be at the Djinn on 39 out of 40, so that you bounce up in the air and you can do that trick. So it's very, very, very precise. We'll see it again because there's another cool application of it. I'm out of PP on Ivan, that's bad.
Use a Silent Tree Star.
I don't want to because I need it later. It's fine, we can figure it out.
Just stand by all gens and you'll always...
We just do it this way.
Oh, yeah.
Garrett turns useful?
We make Garrett useful.
Let's go.
There we go.
What a world we live in.
Sorry, Bob.
Bob. So we make Bob useful. Bob 1? Bob 2?
Bob Red?
Depends
He
which generation comes
he
first.
deserves to be Bob 2. We don't like Garrett. Okay, so why we don't like... Why don't we like Garrett? He's a pretty cool character. No, you're wrong. Why? So aside from the fact he's like the bumbling oaf character in the dialogue, which already makes him kind of annoying, he's also not a very useful character. I mentioned a while ago, if you were watching in the intro, that Garrett is the defender character. He's got the highest defense growth of all characters. However, defense is the most useless stat. It's only used for physical calculations, and the formula is attack minus defense divided by 2. So every 2 points of defense is 1 point less of damage, and only on physical things. So it's super inefficient to build defense, except out of very, very rare situations. It's way more preferable to have health. And Garrett doesn't get any better health growth than Isaac, so Isaac's just a better character. So yeah, Garrett is bad.
On top of that, he's really slow. He's the slowest of the party.
Yeah.
Barring Mia, but Mia has usefulness.
There's another trick coming up here, which is I can do it 2 ways. I'm going to try to do it the flashy way, and if I can't, I will resign myself to defeat and do it the uncool way. But let's see how we go.
The other bad thing about Garrett is he's fire oriented, and fire is really bad for damage in this game. And also, there is no way
So
to
I need to do
deal
it.
with aggro.
This is a frame perfect trick where I'm holding down for 12 frames, then on the 13th I'm pressing up. Come on, we can do it. There we
Hey,
go.
nice one.
It's a frame perfect at 60 FPS. Like, you count out 12 frames. Good luck. I mean, it's worse. It's kind of like the Majora's Mask timing game in English, but bad.
Are we talking about what just happened, or are we just leaving this there?
The
Well, he was just finishing the dungeon, right?
Hydros statue did nothing wrong. Plino, please talk about it.
Okay, after this really, really cool trick Plexa just throws, he went out of bounds and grabbed the lift gem, which is always there at a specific coordinate. I don't know exactly how that works, to be honest.
It's just there,
Just
out
there.
of bounds.
just-
yeah.
It's just stored there.
Yeah, technically it's like a chest behind that
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
But well, he
So,
doesn't
okay.
want to fight the boss. Boss fighting is slow, so instead he just goes behind the boss, grabs the chest.
The town's safe, so who cares?
So the whole reason that trick works is because the boss is on an elevated platform, and so even though we're on the wall, it's the item is slightly elevated, which means we can interact with it, similar to how we interacted with the gym. So yeah, it's a bit silly, but it's fun.
Nice smoke bombs, by the way.
And you can do that because like there is this instant climb glitch that exists. There is other ways to do it. You can also do it with retreat.
Yeah, that's the unfun way to do it. That's the, wow, I suck at this trick today. I guess this is happening.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah. Alright, we're about to enter a cutscene, so donations are fantastic.
Absolutely. We've got $1 from Kai Sakurai saying, Mia got the name chosen first, so Garrett is Bob 2.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Fantastic. Great job, everyone.
Absolutely great job, and well done on meeting all of those names. Some great names in there as well. That was going towards the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Trick Showcase target and the new poll that we've just opened up, which is for the Skull Island Rise of Kong run. You can pick the Kong which is going to be used in that run. There are 10 options for you to choose from. So right now, Ancient Kong is in the lead with $1, but any donations on that poll can go towards any of the 10 options. There are also another new poll on there for the Bad Guys at School run, which is to pick the outfit. And the outfits are, and these sound brilliant, the clown, the rock and roll. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah. The rock and roll, the low poly suit, the beach fit, or the knight. I think these guys want to see the clown. We want to see more clown.
I mean, I don't want to see any more clowns, but it would be fun.
It would be fun.
And very fitting too.
Yeah.
This cutscene is really cute. You got Ivan, who's kind of learning about like other Jupiter adepts and himself a little bit.
Yeah, not really.
I can't
Okay,
remember. Like,
spoilers. It's Ivan's sister, but she doesn't tell him. Ivan was adopted at a very young age, so he has no idea about his family or anything. Hama, who's the sensei of this temple or whatever, I think a Chinese equivalent is for that. She knows that she's his sister, but doesn't tell him anything. She's kind of vaguely hints at stuff. And then later in the second game, she's like, "Hello, I'm your sister." She's like,
you are my sister all along.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is Phasey. She has a crush on Isaac. That's pretty much her relevance to the plot.
also, we're learning reveal.
Yeah, we're learning reveal. Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Which is really weird, because Ivan learns reveal by talking to Hama for 2 minutes, and in the second game we have to climb a rock for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
strong the bond between a brother and a sister is, even though they don't know about it.
Yeah. This cutscene is happening. There are a lot of cutscenes in this game. I mean, if you think this one is bad, just you wait.
So, I'll give you another fun fact. In the German version, between reveal in the first game and the second game, they translated it differently for whatever reason.
Nice. I mean, the
If you speak German, play the German version if you want to laugh at all the mistranslations. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, didn't you know Alex is Mia's brother? Didn't you know that? That's the German version of the game.
so Alex is Mia's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canonically cousin, unless you're from Germany, in which case they're a little bit closely closer.
An interesting thing about the French translation is all the name is different, except like Garrett, I think, and Ivan. So like you've got Sophia for Mia, you've got Isaac is not called Isaac. I think it's called different. Something different.
Hans. Oh no, that's Spanish.
Felix is called Pavel, and so many different things.
All right.
Even Kraden is different.
Lamakan Desert. This dungeon's mechanic is it's hot. So every time we walk on the sand, the meter on the left goes up, and if it reaches the top, we take damage. Uh-oh. The gimmick of this dungeon is you're supposed to use reveal to reveal an oasis to heal. But going in the oasis is slow. So we're just going to eat the heat damage and hope we don't die. It's fine though. It deals like 25% of your HP. It's actually quite damaging. Not going to get a tick just yet. Just you wait. There it is. Nope.
And yeah, we've got enough PP to actually heal. And we're going to run away from it and everything. A really nice attack first there. That would have been kind of scary. The encounters here are getting scary, which is one of the main reasons we actually picked up the Water of Life.
Fine. I should have killed that, but it's fine. That thing dies to Procne, so we should have killed it, but it's okay.
Yeah, just like in Xenoblade X, the bigger the enemies are, the higher HP they have. So if they are small, they are really easy to kill. There we go. I got the Xenoblade X reference. I'm proud of myself.
Well done, well done.
I was gonna say that is a reference right there. Oh my god, why do I keep going through a tree? You don't want to do that. There we go.
You'd love that game. Levels don't matter as well in that game.
Alright, so now we go over here, and there's a Djinn just hiding here. Those are antlions, so that's the gimmick. You can either hit an antlion or an oasis, and you want to get the oasis, not the antlions. But again, we don't care. Can I go down to 0? Probably. It's probably fine.
Fun fact, there used to be an old glitch that allowed you to...
Hold on, this is the slip and slide glitch. So retreat mode with reveal up, and we go whee, and we end up over here. And there's a little bit of weird land here, like we've kind of corrupted the map. And when the map fixes itself, we pop out of bounds. Woohoo!
And now an interesting thing is, so the boss of this area is actually, the actor is actually in the 0-0 coordinate, which is the top left corner, until it's going to appear when you cast reveal. And so we can just interact with it.
Rude.
Just before the boss fight.
Oh.
No!
That would have been really scary because remember, Bowie is the one that's poison.
Yeah, we need poison. That's
Now we hope we don't get venom on Bowie.
Circus time, circus time.
We could have revived Bowie, but Bowie wouldn't be poisoned anymore. So.
Mad Blast, please. Mad Blast. It's either impair Poison Tail or impair Mad Blast. We want to see Mad Blast, not Poison Tail.
Yeah, so Manticore is the first boss that is going to have 2 attacks per turn, so this big spike on difficulty.
Okay,
we're fine.
We're fine. This is all good.
No running away now.
Yeah, I got scared. I had to run away. All right, this fight is now over.
No.
But we're gonna go immediately into another Djinn. Most Djinn, an overworld Djinn. Most overworld Djinn have a very high probability of showing up in the area. Vine does not. Vine is the next overworld Djinn. It only has 40% chance to show up. But you can do a trick called like by tapping. You can kind of force it to show up. If you stop moving on the same frame that you get an encounter, the Djinn is forced for some reason. I don't know why. And we're gonna do that. Like, this is like one of the biggest trolls in the game. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening over the next, like, 2 minutes, so it's gonna be a little bit intense for a little while, and then we're gonna chill out again.
You could say most of us split at Vine, and this is either a 20-second split or a 3-minute split.
Yeah, it's not great. I need to get my tick. There we go. This.
Yeah, so we usually say that all Djinns are friends,
Vine is...
is not a friend.
So I'm going to tap, and I'm trying to force the Jin to show up. Please show up, my dude. Come on.
Can't escape.
Okay, we're alive. We live in.
That's really expected. That's fine.
Oh, Mia got hurt as well. We need to... Yeah. So 40%. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Well-
this is clown shot.
Yeah, we're getting into clown territory now.
Hey.
There he is.
Mind you, he can still run
Yeah,
away.
I'm,
I
I'm
think
pretty
that-
sure this still
Yeah,
counts as
that's a clown opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yay.
We're running out
Okay.
of clown material really quick.
Well, we've got a little bit more to go. It's okay. All right. So I said there's a lot of stuff happening. So we did the Manticore, big scary boss fight, did it out of bounds, did a cool trick to get there. Cool. Did Vine, annoying Ginny that doesn't like to be around, it runs away from us, it's unlikely to see. Now, after all of that, we're about to show you why we got poisoned. So we've talked about the Kraken a little bit anecdotally. It's this big sequence where you go on a boat, you sail across the ocean. It takes like 17 minutes or something to go through it. Lots of cutscenes, very uninteresting. Solidified Gaming, who found this originally, found a way to basically store up. Why am I running? To store up a poison and have poison proc twice in a row.
Committing
spooky.
to run. Scary. Oh God!
You're insane, man.
Fails.
We gotta.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
At least that one is guaranteed. When, interestingly enough, in this game, when a character
Alright.
is sleeping, he can.
We can explain it afterwards. All right. So now we're gonna do very, very precise movement.
It looks like clownery, but it's not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Proc proc. We're inside of the log and can push it to the other side of us. And that trick skips the entire boat sequence. And it's the whole reason we need lift, because we need lift to get through a boulder here. I need to cure poison.
And now we don't need the poison
Oh,
again
it's over
anymore.
here, yeah. We don't need poison. We are all good. We're on the other side of the river. Yay, we did it. Massive, massive, massive time save.
So now if Boy does, it's fine.
Yeah, now we're back to normal. This is a elevated encounter area. Like, there's big scary encounters that can kill us. This is not one of them. We can kill him pretty easily. I shouldn't use Judgment, but it's fine. I dislike this guy anyway. But now we're kind of free. We are now going to go into the Tolby segment, which we are now on the hunt for level 13. We are pretty close, so it should be fine. But now is a great time for some donations if any came in during that kind of high-intensity segment.
Sure, we have a $50 anonymous donation saying donating everything I saved on subscriptions. So thank you for that donation. And I can give a quick update on some of the polls and targets that we've got going on as well whilst I've got some time. So currently the next one is the Spider-Man 2000 run. The costume select poll is still available for people to donate to.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So let's just explain this. I'm sorry, you can get back to the donation, but this rat has an ability, we call it Flash Defend. It's 90% encounter or damage reduction, and it just did it twice in a row. It's
And
very
another
annoying.
defense. No, that was not.
That was fine. Sorry, but that is like one of the most trolly things this game can throw at you.
That
I'm so
armored rat-
sorry for cutting off the donation.
He tanked a Progney, a Judgment, and then died to a Tiamat. Like, just to tell you, that's a rat.
Sorry, please continue with the donation.
No, that's fine. We all love some RNG in a speedrun. It's always the best thing going.
Oh yeah.
So currently the Spider-Man costume select, the Spidey Unlimited is currently in the lead
no.
with $44. Scarlet Spidey's on 41, Default Spider-Man's on 25,
Aw.
and Ben Riley's only on 6. We need some love for Ben. So get some donations in and pick your costume for Spider-Man, which is coming up very soon.
So now we're just using our tier 4 summons to blow everything up. Judgment is the best tier 4 summon. It's got the fastest animation, it deals a lot of damage, so we're going to use it as much as we possibly can. Pretty simple, honestly.
What's the chance to run away at this point, like considering your level?
It's like pretty decent, honestly. It's like 10%, 20%, 15, somewhere in that region.
But on average, it's just better to actually kill the encounters because we just one-shot them, right?
These guys have really long really long animations, especially the gnomes. So I don't like running here because I feel like the chance of bad things happening is too high. So I would prefer to be fighting stuff here, but honestly, once you're at level 13, you can just kind of run away from stuff again. Yeah, we still got a little bit to go.
And that's the main reason why we want this level threshold. It's not really to get any new ability or whatever, it's just...
It is actually. It is. We get Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Ragnarok is everyone's favorite casual ability, but you learn it at level 13, so we need that. 13 is also a very important agility threshold, yada, yada, yada. It's a very, very important level. We're not quite there yet, so probably a couple encounters in here. That's okay. Not the end of the world.
If you still remember them.
I mostly remember them.
So at this point, every encounter that we're going to face, they all have kind of a different way to approach them in order to kill them in one turn. Most of the time is going to be Judgment.
And you can recover. Yeah, there's level 13. We're fine. Alright. Yes. Yes. That. Ah! You actually wanted that. That's fine. Here we go. Alright, so now we're going into tier 4 classes. What does that mean? It means that we have 4 gen of the same element on people, and we've chosen these for 2 reasons. One, massive stat multipliers on everyone's. Look at our HP, it's like double what it was before. Like, that is just the power of these different classes. Secondly, it's given us a whole lot of new abilities. So Mia has an ability called Wish. Garrett also has Wish, although we hope we don't have to use it. And Wish is an AoE heal. So, big stats, AoE heal, we're running away from everything. So it gives us the maximum chance of surviving, while when we get damaged, we can just mash Wish a couple times and we're full HP again. So we're just going to do this for the whole dungeon. It's not super exciting. We used to have to take encounters in here, and there was, you know, pretty technical. You had to figure out how to beat things. This is a bad...
Oh, boy.
Surprise, surprise.
This
Ouch.
is pretty bad. This is the worst encounter you can get. They're high damage, as you can see. And we got caught by surprise, which is really bad. People aren't dead yet.
Rest in
losing.
peace, Mia.
Well, that's Mia down. That's fine.
And at the same time, you don't really care about people dying in this dungeon. Like, it's a problem because you have less HP pool to survive stuff, but you don't need people alive outside of Isaac, and even that, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just moving Isaac across here, or Zeph into slot 1 here, just to avoid more damage. If we die right now, we go back to like the middle, back to Llama Temple where we met Hama and got reveal. It's a long way back. In fact, the run would be dead if that happened, because we can't even get back here without going across the ocean.
Yeah, we don't have poison anymore.
So I really don't want to die. So just taking a little bit of safety, you know, never hurts in an RNG heavy run like this. We run. Ah!
Bowie!
Oh, they look for help! Oh god!
They brought the boys.
they're teaming up.
Thankfully, in I think in this
Actually,
game that
it's
if
better,
there
yeah.
is more than... If there is too many enemies, they won't all take an action on their turn. It's only just a lot more HP pool to deal with.
Yeah. Actually, no, I was right the first time. This is better. I lose my ability to spam for Wish, but who cares? I don't want to die.
Attack first.
Yeah, so attacks first guarantees you can run away, which is good. Later on in the final dungeon, that'll matter a lot more, but right now it's just really good to get attacks first.
Alive.
Crystal fine.
Double Fang there has a small chance to do double damage, and that hurts, as you can see.
And that was... So Isaac was resisting that attack, and that does 174 damage. You can tell, like, how bad it is.
Can we stop seeing Dreadhounds, please? Like, these are not friendly encounters.
Stay back,
What?
doggos.
It would be really funny that something really wrong happens here, because there's a very last room of this dungeon, and probably like the last encounter.
That
Maybe
would've-
one more.
You have,
One more dog!
you have a strange definition of humor there, Legrand, but okay.
I mean, I'm Twitch chat, so...
Okay. He's here for peak, what is it? Peak content. This
Yep.
is a puzzle that everybody knows how to solve because we memorized it. From left to right, it's blue, green, white, yellow, red, and we gotta pick the color that's at the top of the thingy. So it's pretty straightforward. Wait.
Well, and if you don't remember, just use the reveal.
Just use reveal.
Also, very funny noise.
Oh, that's convenient.
Goes.
Alright. So why did we come all the way down to this bottom of this cave? Well, the invisible guy, we need to get his immortality juice, that thing we just got. Some people in the Austrian community call it Barbie's Red Bull for obvious reasons. But anyway, we continue through the cave. We're about to come to one of two very long cutscene segments due to a particular character we don't like. Anyway.
Because he talks too much.
He talks too much.
Yeah, the thing is, with the Golden Sun games, that you have a really, really big thing where if there is an old person on screen, especially an old man, they are going to talk a lot. And we're going to save someone who's been trying to stay immortal. You can tell how old he is. So he's going to talk a lot. His name is Babby.
So if anyone wants to take a toilet break right now watching, now's your time.
Twitch chat, save us. I mean, seriously, this is what, like 6 minutes of cutscenes or something? Or 4 minutes? This one's 4 and the next one's 6, I think.
They're both really
someone
Yeah, I
val-
think that the other one is
Yes.
the longer one, yeah.
Someone validate me. Thank you.
The next one is longer, so it's probably 4th this time and 6th.
They're both long enough to run to the toilet with a turbo controller.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a turbo control.
Yeah.
Not here.
Or play a game of chess.
Oh yeah, we've done that.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
done that multiple
Shall I go to the board game room?
You got time. This game is fun, I promise.
If we've got some time, I can jump in and talk about
do.
the charity that we're here to support, of course.
Absolutely, go ahead.
So let's talk about Alzheimer's Fund, and let's talk about the disease that they look to help eradicate from the world at the moment. So Alzheimer's is a progressive disease where dementia symptoms gradually worsen over several years, and in its early stages, memory loss is mild, but with late-stage Alzheimer's, individuals lose the ability to carry on a conversation or respond to their environment. It's the 7th leading cause of death in the world. On average, a person with Alzheimer's lives 4 to 8 years after diagnosis, but can live as long as 20 years depending on other factors as well. And Alzheimer's has no current cure, but treatments for symptoms are available and research continues. Although current treatments cannot stop Alzheimer's from progressing, they can temporarily slow the worsening of dementia symptoms and improve quality of life for those with Alzheimer's and their caregivers. And that's what Alzheimer's Fund does. So they set up projects for funding and research to try and find a cure for Alzheimer's. And so hopefully with more donations coming in, as we have one here, for $40 from Bloodstream, saying, "Want to hear a joke? Me too."
I mean, this run is the joke.
And Bloodstream, with that donation, has picked themselves up a Goosebert Honk shirt. They have also contributed to the Skull Island Rise of Kong Pick the Kong poll, choosing the cute Kong. They're going to go for the cute Kong. And also for the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Trick Showcase target, which is still open and still available. We are still getting very, very close to that. We are currently less than $100 away from achieving that. And we still have a couple more runs to come. So get your donations in and let's see some more Spyro 2 after the run with some trick showcases.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can get that met before we're all done here. There's plenty more cutscenes if you want to say something. Just saying.
Okay, sure. I mean, I'm happy to keep talking here. That's fine.
I have challenged people before on donation reading to fill the air before, and they've all failed. Good luck.
Okay.
Challenge
accepted.
Shout outs to Argic, we miss you, but next time, buddy.
We all miss Argic, definitely. So we also do have some new targets that have opened up as well for people to donate towards. So we have the Flash Game Gauntlet run coming up. I believe that is tomorrow. Let me double check the schedule for you. Or you can go on esamarathon.com/schedule and you'll be able to see the schedule for yourself in your own time zone as well. So you don't have to worry about doing all the conversion, going on Google. We do it all for you on the website. That is the best thing. So the Flash Game Gauntlet is happening tomorrow afternoon here in Sweden, but let's say the schedule will do it to your time zone for you. And the actual target for that is a special guest returns for that run. So if you want to see that and see who the special guest is, you have to hit the target of $1,500. So get your donations in and see if we can hit that. We also have one for another run happening tomorrow, which is the Neverhood run. And we have a target to upgrade to the good ending. And if you achieve $1,000, then we'll see the good ending in that run. We also have some rewards for you. So if you want to name some Pokemon or name some trainers in Pokemon or name the rival, we have 3 options available to you in the Pokemon Crystal run. So you can name the trainer for $50. Also $50 you could name the rival or name the Totodile as well. So if you want to get yourselves a customized name in the run and actually have your donation go towards a factor of the speed run, then get your donation in of $50 and pick that reward. Alongside, of course, our wonderful event shirts. You've got the Metroid shirt, the Goosebert Honk shirt, or the Here Comes Plum event shirt, which we have showcased many times on stream, and will continue to do so because they're all amazing. Also, the keychains for the yellow Pikmin and the red Pikmin are still available to people as well for $25. So get your donations in if you want to pick yourself a cool little keychain up. Or if you're interested in some artwork, our wonderful Macadoodles has made some amazing art prints of Mario Wonder Sprites for $40, which on the Tiltify page you will see an image of that. Have I still got time?
Oh, look, I mean, it looks like we're playing the game now, but I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay, then there's going to be more, so good luck.
Okay, I'll hold off to that cutscene then.
Oh, you don't have to wait very long. I'm going to get another Jin here. This is Ember. We get him because it's fast.
That gives us access to Meteor, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yep.
The more important thing is that it's the 21st Jin, which allows somebody to have 5 Jin on them instead of 4. Jin evenly distribute among your party members, which is kind of like the one limitation that they have. It's hard to stack them on one person unless you do bad things in different games. Shoutouts to Dark Dawn. But this is important because now Isaac can have 5 Jin on him.
Why Isaac?
Because we're about to enter Colosso, which is kind of like a 1v1 tournament based off of the Colosseum. Yeah, that trade and that. Swap you back because I'll forget later.
And that's also one of the big reasons why we want to have all one single stack of gens on Isaac, is because now we only are going to have the 5 gens of Isaac. So if we had like 4 of each, then suddenly our summoning power would be tripled quite a bit.
We're gonna make use of judgment and some strong abilities. We got cutscenes. We've got plenty of time. So the only thing that I can do wrong here is say yes to the tutorials. If that happens, we're gonna clown up. But yeah, if there's more things to talk about, go nuts. We've got time.
Nuts.
Sure. I mean, I'm always up for a challenge. So if I'm going to fill some time, I'm going to find a way of doing it for you. So a shout out to all the people that are watching in chat at the moment. If you want to contribute and you don't want to go onto Tiltify and make a donation, that is absolutely fine. If you've got a Twitch Prime subscription available to you, you can use it here on the ESA channel. And that also will go towards our donation page after all of the revenue. So at the end of the marathon, at the end of the event, we will take all the revenue that is earned from Twitch subs, cheers, everything like that will go towards the charity as well. As I speak, we have a donation that has come in. It's $50 from Kai Sakurai again, saying best starter. Oh my god, okay. Feral Guitar is my fave Pokemon. I don't know Pokemon names, I do apologize. Played Crystal so much as a kid, and they have chosen to name the Totodile on that reward as well. So one of the names is claimed, but there are still 2 available to everyone. We also have our first response to the Bad Guys at School outfit choice poll. Can you guys guess which one they've gone for?
I hope it's the clown.
It is the clown!
Yay!
We got some rep.
So that is the first one for that. So the clown is currently in the lead. So the clown choice is looking like a good one. So hopefully we can get some more donations in and see if we can either give that some competition, or will the clown just take it away? Also adding to the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Trick Showcase, which is coming up very soon. And just as a little update for you guys on where that is now, it is less than $50.
Let's go.
So let's get that final, to be precise, $46 in to be able to see some trick showcasing at the end of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, which is coming up very soon, straight after 2 other runs. So we've got a lot of speedrunning content for you here towards the end of the Monday of ESA. But don't worry, there's still plenty more to come this week.
All right, I'm going to save some of your content for the next large cutscene, which is soon. casual people really remember this segment because you're supposed to like use your adepts to like solve puzzles and cheat in Colosso. You don't need to cheat. You can just go fast. It's fine.
And we don't even need to go fast. We just need to go remotely fast and just do it.
Yeah. I've challenged my commentators to act out the audience.
Go Plexa, go Plexa.
It'll be more obvious when we get to the end. See, look at them.
We've got 2 animations. That's about it. 2 frames.
2 animations. The gimmick here is you're supposed to get these items and you're supposed to use them, but like, this is the only one I get because it saves time to get it.
That's
yep.
really hard on the arms, dude.
I mean, just watch these guys. So anyway, we finished well ahead of the other guy, so we're just gonna sit and chill for a bit.
Well, you're gonna sit and chill. Well, go Plexa, go Plexa.
I'm not chilling. This is hard.
You guys are
I think
cosplaying.
exercise too much.
You guys are cosplaying the audience. I'm cosplaying Isaac.
Oh, true. He's
Yeah.
just standing still.
Cheater.
Looking around.
What a way
When's
to
this
get
guy
us,
gonna get here?
what a way to let us do a workout.
I know.
There he is.
All right.
Oh, now we can rest.
Okay. So the only thing
And I'm
bad.
still doing it. The fight hasn't started yet.
Alright.
Yeah.
The only thing bad that can happen here is defends and now nuts. Fantastic. Please don't use a nut. Please don't use a nut.
Yay! And
Nut.
Uh,
So yeah, we mentioned not being important later on. This is this moment.
Also, Colosso has a very nice nickname called Nutlosso for a reason.
So again, to come.
2 out of 4.
there are 4 possible nuts. We just saw 2 of them. Fantastic. So now we just need to use Ragnarok until it dies, which is going to take a while. So that's super fun. Thank you, Asart. I think. I mean, we'll see how. There's only three fights here, and we only have to win 2 of them. I have to heal, don't I? Yeah, I do. Fantastic.
So if you remember the bandit fight, if you were here like 2 hours ago, on the bandit fight, the bandit has a smog bomb and then herbs, and it's going to use the smog bomb and then the herbs, and it's not going to use the herb first. It's the same for this guy. He's going to use the old drop, and then he's going to be able to use his nuts. So he got to use his 2 nuts. That was great.
That's literally as bad as that can go.
He could have used more though.
No,
Oh.
he only has 2 nuts.
Oh, he only has 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He also defended a turn that if he didn't, he was dead. So I couldn't dream of a fight worse than that. Super cool. Thanks, game. I appreciate it.
Let's
Let's
do
see
this
the nut rage.
Yeah, there's still this guy coming.
Yeah. So,
It's okay. The round hasn't started yet. I don't know why they're cheering because there's no one around, but
they're cheering for the other guys.
or I guess they're cheering because it's a baseball game and there is like some
If you look,
casters.
They're cheering for the pre-show.
shoutouts to Blueser, but if you look in the top right, this woman's head gets cut off and it looks like a football, or as he likes to call it, Stewie Griffin, right at the top of the screen. Yeah, Stewie Griffin bobbing up and down. Shoutouts to Blueser.
We don't deserve you.
We don't deserve Blueser. Alright, again, we don't need to cheat. We don't need to do anything.
All right.
But some nice glitch
Round
would
2.
be nice. Oh yeah.
Interestingly enough, the crowd has started cheering along, so you can do this at home too.
Yeah.
It's very simple. You've got 2 animations.
Join in and chat. Yay!
It's a different one if you're a male or a female.
Yeah.
So pick whichever you prefer. I think this one is pretty exhausting, so...
Yeah, let me pick for the other one.
Or switch between them.
And once again, we just hang around waiting for him to show up. Again, you do not need to cheat to be fast.
Shout out to the people that are still doing it.
Yeah.
You're actually exercising right now.
Yeah. Get the cardio going. He's almost here. Look, you can see on the map. He's almost there. He's almost
And
made
he's
it.
flying in. Oh,
Well, we saw him.
oh, there
Hey, he made it.
he is. Let's go nuts.
Okay.
This guy still has nuts.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nuts enabled.
Don't do it. Be cool.
You know it. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
cool.
he was
Let's
cool
go.
for once.
Hey, rainbow kill.
I would say I was pretty average.
It's pretty average. Oh, it's not going that bad. That was really bad.
Yeah, but the
was
whole thing
really
was
bad.
pretty average.
Yeah, I mean, those two. I don't know. Two nuts is bad. I can't spin it any other way. Two nuts is bad.
I mean, it's bad, but it's average. Just as average is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get one nut, you usually get two nuts because.
So the interesting thing about this game is that we've kind of complained about the RNG throughout and how this is a really random game and luck really matters. The really fun thing about this game is that luck matters more the deeper you go into the game. So like each one of those nuts loses 20 seconds, if not more. Whereas if we had a bad encounter earlier, it's like, oh, you lose like 3 seconds, who cares? As we go later and later, the bad encounters will take longer and longer. I think like the worst encounters in Venus Lighthouse, the last dungeon of this game, they take like 35 seconds versus like an attacks first encounter, which is like 3 seconds. So the RNG gets really wild and very swingy towards the end of the game, so yay. It does make things quite exciting. You kind of need stuff to go well at the end to PB.
He's warming up.
I did some stretching, so now it's fine. But
So I did say that cheaters never win, but we're going to cheat on this because if you don't, I won't verify your run on SRC.
it's fine, there is other mods.
All right, there is too. Damn.
Checkmate.
All right, this puzzle's hard. Just hold up left.
You mean upright?
Up right. Sorry.
Oh, is he doing it? Is he doing it?
Come on.
Come on, do it. We're cheering for you right now.
Hey!
Oh.
Aww. Sometimes you get fast conveyor belt. Anyway, you don't need to do that instant climb to win. It's just if you don't do it, you're a coward.
Or you're playing on a fighting stick.
Yeah, shoutouts to Relay. Relay, another great runner of this game, has some pretty good times in this game. He plays on like an arcade fighting stick. It's kind of crazy. We actually want to lose this round, so we're just gonna wait here.
Rigged.
And as soon as he comes up, we'll grab the bad weapon.
Yeah, surely that means that we're going to win, right?
Yeah, so the gimmick here is that if you win, you get an item called the lure cap. It increases your encounter rate, which is like the exact opposite of what we want to do in this game. So there is absolutely no incentive to win. So we're gonna die as fast as we can. Ow. Ow.
Ouch.
We suck.
Well,
And now we have generously 9 minutes of cutscenes.
yeah, sounds about right.
So hopefully we've brainstormed some new content to talk about. That'd be great.
9 minutes.
Shoutouts to Argik, he really tried.
Well, we'll do a little thing in between.
Okay,
That's it.
I'll channel my inner Argik and I'll try and cover this for 9 minutes. Okay.
I'm not going to cheer you like I just did. I'm exhausted, sorry.
That's
Have the
fine.
other arm.
I did-
Alright.
we're now in cheerleader percent apparently. in this run.
With the clown nose. Oh, jeez. This run was always going to be a circus.
We warned you about it.
You did. And the first donation that has come in is $5 and it's anonymous. And this sums it up brilliantly. Hi. I wanted to donate and give the mic something to talk about for the next cutscene break.
Thank you very much. I'm probably not going to cheer you for that long, though. I'm sorry. Like it's 9 minutes.
Yeah. Everyone is doing great, and this is a great run. And that's going to the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Trick Showcase as well. We have a $2 anonymous donation just saying, my arms are hurting from cheering.
I feel you.
That's how it is.
And there's a question at the end here as well. Can I stop cheering now?
Yes.
You have to cheer
Colossal
for
is over, yeah.
Oh, you can stop cheering now. It's fine. We're all good.
There we go. You have permission. You can all stop cheering now. You have the runner's permission now. And that's also going to the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Trick Showcase as well, which again is getting very, very, very close. We are now only $39 away from achieving that target. So if you want to see some trick showcasing of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, which is happening later on this evening, then feel free to get your donations in to achieve that target. Let's have a look at some of the other polls we've got as well, because we still have the Oni boss kill choice poll that's running as well. You've got an option of left or right, whatever that means. None of us have been able to work out anything that means.
Left or right?
Yeah, you have left or right, so take your preference. To give you a little update on where they are at, currently in the lead is the left choice, which is on $225, and the right choice is on $190. So very, very close still. So get your donations in and pick your poll. There are still plenty of polls to choose from. We still, of course, have the Spider-Man costume select poll. We have the bad guys at school outfit choice, where Clown is currently in the lead.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's a lead with $50, and the other options on there, you have rock and roll, low poly suit, beach fit, or night. So get your donations in and see if what outfit we'll be using during the Bad Guys at School run. The Skull Island Rise of Kong. You can pick the Kong that will be used during the run. Currently at the moment in the lead is the Cute Kong with $40. Then Ancient Kong has a donation as well for $1. Has gone towards that. The rest are on $0, but I will run through them now for you so you can listen to them as well. You've got the Classic Kong, the Mother Kong, Father Kong, the Albino Kong, the Brown Kong, the Rage Kong, the Sepia Kong, or the Battle Scared Kong. Ooh. That might mean Battle Scarred. That might be a typo. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. But either way, he's either scared or he's scarred. Either way, would you like to see some battle on there?
Is there no clown?
Not for Kong, unfortunately. Unless someone wants to create a mod for that game and just add a clown outfit to there, which there probably is one out there somewhere, let's be honest. And then we have a $1 anonymous donation saying, wasn't the double nut in the first match a clown moment?
I kind of agree.
Also, where's the next clown part?
Yeah, I think it was a clown moment personally. What are you giving me?
I want to give something to Happy of it, but you can also get something if you want.
I don't have the hands. I'm currently
That's
occupied.
fine.
I mean,
That's
we
fine.
can swap around.
You can give something to Happy. Just have to search for it.
Also, on that donation, there was a very important question raised at the end.
Go for it.
Where's the wigs?
I mean,
I did not know they had wigs. And funnily enough, they had contributed their $1 to the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Trick Showcase and to the Bad Guys at School outfit choice.
Ooh.
Have a guess.
And to the
Clown?
The clown!
Yeah.
Yay!
There's more clown love going on with the donations at the moment. We have more donations coming through as well, so let's get through them. We have $25 anonymous donation. That looks beautiful, by the way. That we're going on right there. And this is a question. Hello. So what is your favorite part about running Golden Sun games?
The menuing is pretty fun, but I also like the challenge of adapting to stuff as it comes up. I think that's super fun. You kind of have to, like, there's like 72 different encounters I think you have to know how to clear optimally, and like most of them have different ways to clear it. And then you need to have backup strats for when that doesn't work, so this is a lot that you have to know. I mean, you can just use suboptimal stuff, and that's fine too, and you're going to see a lot of suboptimal stuff in this run, and so don't judge me, but I think it's really fun to, like, see something, instantly react to it, and then, you know, hopefully do well. It's super fun. There's a lot of pressure at the end as well. Like, this game is super fun. I love it to bits.
Fantastic. I'm glad you did that as well, because right at the end of that donation, in brackets, they put, hopefully this fills a bit of time.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
We're free, actually, so now we're in... This also kind of caps off the second act of the game, and now we're into Act 3, the end game. now the RNG gets really wild. I mean, if it wasn't wild enough, now it gets really wild.
But first,
There's this really new strat that we invented. It involves getting this item over here. It's called the corn. You'll see what it does later.
There we are.
Corn for everyone.
Hey.
Please tell me it's
We're also going to get some
Not
power
salty.
bread. And I'm also going to get
Gotta
some
feed
more
you.
waters of life. Gonna get...
Maybe not.
yeah, that's actually the Water of Light that you sold. Well, one of them.
Alrighty. I'm getting those for safety. You don't really need them, but with my luck, I need them. Now we are going to cross the bridge, and this is where I've forgotten how to do my menu. So I should check that very quickly. Let me out.
Just get an encounter. Fill some time.
Ah, right.
The one time where you don't want to run away right away because that
Yeah.
way you get to check out your menus.
Exactly. Alright, it is that.
Game is cooperating.
That's a new one.
So generally what's really fun with menus is that you don't really remember the first one, but once you get the first one done, you just figure out the rest because there is muscle memory involved at this point.
Yeah. That. We're good to go, except I gotta give this to you.
It's just like whenever you are doing a scene for like acting or a movie, like you don't remember the start of the line, then you're reminded like what's my first word, and then like everything goes through. That's the same for menus.
We got a skip. Let's go. So skips again. If you enter an area, it resets your step counter, and also if you get an encounter like these fixed encounters, like the tornado lizards that we're about to fight, if you don't get an encounter before it, it's good. We call it a skip. Yeah, my gym already set. I'm silly. So there's up to 5 skips you can get here, or 7 or 8. There's a lot of them. And it's very fast to get skips, because encounters here can take between 15 to 20 seconds. So you want to not see encounters. So far we've got 2 skips, which is great. 2 out of 7 is average. So I'm probably not going to get any more. So these are like little mini bosses. They can do annoying things, but they're not doing annoying things, which is good. 1, 2 recoveries. Fix my Jin, heal up. We also need to drain Isaac's PP or Zeph's PP because we need to do retreat glitches later. That is a
Ooh, another
3rd skip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good. We need to make up some time.
So yeah, again, the reason we need Zeph's PP to be under 6 is because we need to set up retreat glitch, and the retreat glitch happens if you don't have enough PP to cast retreat, and that's when you have less than 6 PP. So that's why we need to manage Zeph's PP.
It has been a while since we last used the retreat glitch. The retreat glitch, even though it's really cool, isn't used too much in this game. I did heal him. It's used way more in the second game. Oh no.
Ooh, juicy.
This is an annoying encounter. Blah, blah, blah. This is like the most dangerous encounter in the area. No big deal, guys.
and now we see why ground is useful.
So Ground is a Jin that we picked up a while ago. Ground's ability is it takes away the enemy's action. Very, very, very strong Jin. Arguably the series' most useful
Got the
Jin.
nuts!
We did get a nut.
Nice.
Ground is useful in all 3 games, even in Dark Dawn, where it's a tutorial Jin, but we steal it and use it for the rest of the game. It's like super good. Really useful in TLA, really useful in this game. Oh, this happened. Fantastic.
Nice.
We lose a turn. That's cool. That's fine. Oh, Ollie, if you're watching, if you use Tiamat with Nia instead of Ivan, the ward goes first and then Prockney doesn't kill, so you have to do it this way. We figured this out in practice. Like,
When that happened, then
About an hour-
Plexa was like,
hour
wait,
before the
what
run?
is going on?
why didn't it die? So we have to do it this way, yeah. Shoutouts to Ollie. Great runner. Look at that, you learn things by watching these streams. It's super cool. So now Isaac's got really low PP, which is fantastic. Going along here, hopefully we only get 1 encounter. This looks pretty good, actually.
The really
Yeah,
interesting
pretty late.
thing about Ground is that it doesn't only stop normal enemies from moving, it also works on bosses. And that's only going to skip one of their actions if they've got multiple, but that's still like extremely good.
Yeah. You'll notice I'm not just using Judgment here. I mean, if I can use Judgment, I will. But now I'm using tier 4s of every element. Whoa. Thor is the worst. If I'm using Thor, I'm dying a little bit inside, but sometimes you have to do what you gotta do.
Yeah, otherwise that'd be Procne, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Procne is fast. So this is Flash. Flash is, by all accounts, casually considered the strongest Jin in the game. Flash has the ability that Rat had, which is 90% damage reduction. So it's party-wide, 90% damage reduction. You're basically never going to die unless you get, like, instant death, which can happen. But Flash is super strong. Very integral to the strategy of the end of the game. Also, the last Jin we get. So we have collected all of the Jin we're going to get in this run. If you're counting along at home, that is 18 Jin, and that's a very specific number for two reasons. It gives 2 people 5 Jin, which is important, and Flash and Granite are helpful. So this is where Golden Sun gets really interesting to me, because I had to know immediately, oh, this is a Boreas encounter, and then how to menu to Boreas as fast as possible. I also need to outrun this lizard. This is a boss of the area, but it's an optional boss. Oh, I don't have what I need for this. That's okay. We'll use Drench. It'll die.
Because his beetles are like kind of weak, so it's kind of fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to outrun the Storm Lizard, which is an upgraded form of the mini bosses that we've been fighting in this area. You can just run really fast through the area like we're doing now, and just not fight it. I hope I'm holding the right direction. I am, thank God. That would have been really awkward if I ran into a wall.
Especially
And
after
there you
seeing that you can run away from him.
Yeah, as you can see, it's quite tight, but as long as you're like doing reasonably optimal movement, you can make it. And that skips a whole boss fight. Yay! Alright, now we're going to go into Suhala Gate. Another skip. That's really good. Ooh. We'll take that. And then we're going to go into, guess what? Another cutscene. So I heard a donation. Let's get that donation read.
Absolutely. We have a couple of donations here coming through. So we have $40 from Prometheus saying, "Hey, cute chat, mods, and audience. Remember to grab a snack, stay hydrated, stretch your body." Well, most of you already did while cheering. And take your meds in case you need some, with a heart. So thank you very much for that donation there, Prometheus. And very, very sound advice is, yeah, everyone make sure you stay hydrated, grab a snack, stretch your body, keep yourselves comfortable while enjoying some amazing speedrunning content. And in that donation, they picked themselves up a Metroid shirt, which is very, very nice indeed. They chose to select the Scarlet Spidey costume for the Spider-Man run. And they completed the Spyro 2 Return to Rage trick showcase, so we'll be seeing some extra showcasing at the end of the Spyro 2 run, as that target has now been met.
All right.
Woo!
Quickly, another retreat glitch here. First time in a while we've used a retreat glitch. This here doesn't actually save that much time, but it reduces the probability that you get an encounter in this area. We got through here and with 1 encounter. The average is 2. Encounters are like 20 seconds at this point in the game, so that's like a 20-second time saver. So even though it's like really, really minor and doesn't even skip all that much movement, the fact that you're skipping encounter tiles is super valuable. We're going to see that again after the next town. But first of all, we got to do Venus 1. So this is like part 1 of the final dungeon. For some reason, in the English and international version of this game, if you're walking in reveal like I am right now, there are no encounters. This is exclusive to the international and English versions. In Japanese, you will get encounters. So basically, we have mapped out where it's best to use reveal and just spam reveal. So that's why we're spamming this ability. If you push this log, oh my god, it's over here. I've got so much junk in my inventory. No, I don't need that on you. Oh, it's fine, it'll be good. Yeah, so that's why we're spamming reveal. If you push this block, you get a cutscene of shame. Shoutouts to everyone who's got that before. And I keep spamming reveal. And now there's a choice at the end. I can either get the yellow or the blue path. Now, the yellow path is extremely slow, and the blue path is really fast. So guess what? We want the blue path.
Going to be yellow, considering what we got in practice.
Yeah.
6 times in a row.
All right, it's a straight up 50-50 on which one you get. If you get it the wrong one, you just have to talk to the statue again and it fixes it. It's like a 14-second time loss, but that's like the 6th or 7th time in a row I've gotten blue path, which is really unusual because we normally get yellow, even though it's a 50-50. So now we're into the final town of the game, Lalavero.
So close.
I spoke too soon. We'll deal with this annoying encounter, then we will go to Lalavero. Then we're going to make one last shopping trip. We are going to get 2 items, if I've got the money for it, which I may not. I skipped a lot of encounters. Oh well, we don't need the crown. It doesn't help. We're going to get the Spirit Armlet.
You could sell the corn.
Nah, never.
No, we still need the corn for the new strat.
Yeah, this new strat we need.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Where was I going with this? Oh yes, the Spirit Armlet. very recent tech addition to this run. Ivan needs one item that gives him defense to avoid dying to heat flash in the final fight. So we used to buy him something in Tolby, which is really fast because the shop was right there and we're buying Waters of Life anyway. But it turns out even though it's slightly slower to take this detour into this shop, which is like literally a couple steps to our right, the item there that they sell called a Spirit Armlet is way more valuable than the random piece of armor we get because it has plus elemental power. Most of the damage we deal in this game involves elemental power, which is a different formula to physical. So this is basically straight power, and it gives us a defensive boost, which is great.
Oh, you got enough money.
No, I don't. It's 4,000.
Oh, it's 4,000.
Yeah,
it was 3,000.
Yeah. So the Spirit Armlet gives him enough defense to tank the hit, plus it allows him to hit some new damage ranges on certain encounter formations, which is faster. So it saves time and is safer. How cool is that? That's not cool. I'm going to have to use a move. So this is another retreat. It skips walking across this previous screen, but they're encounter tiles. So this makes it roughly a 50-50 on whether I'm going to get 2 or 1 encounters in this area. We're hoping for 1, obviously, but, 2 can happen. It's life. This is so far pretty good, but, I mean, it still is pretty random. The odds are in my favor for 1, though. This is actually...
This is sketchy.
This is a good encounter.
Like but the 2 skips in the second encounter is looking sketchy.
It's still fine. I mean, I would if you told me beforehand that you're gonna get an encounter here, I would take it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd say it's 70-30 to actually skip it.
Yeah. We're also trying to look for Isaac to get to level 17. Otherwise, the final fight's gonna get a little bit spooky. And that's for an agility threshold reason, not for any other reason. Agility is the only stat that really matters in this game, aside from some very niche scenarios. So he currently hit 15, which is because we skipped all of the high experience stuff in Suhala Gate. If the game is kind to us, we'll get very fast encounters in Venus 2, and we won't get enough experience, and we will enter sketchy territory on the final fights, which will be fun.
Or rather, clowny territory.
Clowny territory.
Yeah. Well, matter of interpretation,
So, at this point, can you still run away, or is the chance like really low? Because I remember with this level threshold.
So for the rest of the game, we have negative fleet chance. So it's like our party level minus the enemy level times 5 plus 50. The enemies are like 11 levels ahead of us, give or take, probably 12 with our level actually. So 50 minus 60 is negative 10%, so we have negative 10% chance to run away. So we're not going to do that unless we have attacks first. If we have attacks first, we will run away. This is a dumb sequence. Shiba got stolen by Satoru and Minati for a reason. Those are the baddies, remember? And Farhan, the guy at the top on the left of the NPCs, that's her adoptive father, and he's all worried, and they're like, they went through here, and we're like, we can go through there, but you can't, because we're special. As you can see, the door shut for Iodum, the guy in the black hair. He's not special, so he can't go through the door. So they're like, well, I guess you guys have to go on ahead without us, which is great, because Iodum is a cutscene inducer, so leaving him behind is in our best interests.
After that, there is no more cutscenes, guys. Promise.
Apart from the very end.
Well, we all know that you can't trust Legrand's promises anymore, so that's good to know for future reference. Alright, I will menu, because we got our gen recovery out. Hey, nice. Alright, now Tunnel Ruins. You can skip an encounter in here, but it's impossible, so...
Shoutouts to Future X.
Shoutouts. I have never got Tunnel Ruins skipped before in my life. But I am going to try and do this trick, which I worked out a couple weeks ago. Where are we? That's about 5.
Yeah, that's good.
That looks...
Yeah, that's good.
No, it's not good. It's not good. We'll try it once more, and if it doesn't work, we'll just do it the normal way. It's that one. There it is. That's the one. Yay! That's a move clip. If you like that, that's there's one pixel where that works, and lots of subpixels where it doesn't work. if you like that trick, go play the Lost Age, where we have to do that trick like 8 times.
And you actually have to multiple times.
Yeah.
Not just like, hey, 5-second time save.
It's like substantial time save. Yeah, that saves like, I probably drew even, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyway.
Because second try.
The reason we picked the blue path is that it's only... I should have used Isaac. The reason we picked blue path is because there's only 2 puzzles and they're really fast. The yellow path has 3 puzzles and they're all slow, so of course we picked the fast option.
Just hotkey Garrett's move, it's fine.
And
Another cool trick.
that's another cool trick. If you stand right in this location, you can cast the move twice, and that allows you to save a bunch of movement. Everyone hates that trick, but it's not that bad once you know the setup. And now we jump over here. Oh yeah, I've got way too much PP. That's fine. We will do a neat little trick. All right. So normally I get the encounter in the next room, and that is great. I want to see it in this room. If I don't see it, it's okay. All right.
Barely.
Ooh, nice.
This is a good encounter because we can clear it without having to use any defensive Jin.
And with Judgment.
Yeah, it just goes boom. But you can see the experience problem developing in front of our eyes. So. Not gonna lie, I'm getting a little nervous about it. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm getting a little nervous.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. You've got this. So this spell duel is kind of stupid. You just have to... So technically you're supposed to cast Mind Read on the statues and they are going to tell you where they are supposed to be. But we know...
We know the solution, so we can just do it. The reason I like getting the encounter before this room is because then you can get... Because in puzzle areas there's no encounters, as we've already said. So you can get a Jin recovery in here, and then you have Jin for the next area, which is great. Because if you don't get the recovery, then you're recovering in the next area. The next area encounters are scary, and that's just a bad time for everyone. So the next area is called Venus Lighthouse 2. It has an amazing soundtrack, incredibly scary encounters, and we're just going to do our best to get through it as fast as we possibly can. It is full-on adrenaline, scary time, deep focus. It is, yeah, it's a ride. Venus Lighthouse is a ride. All right, let's go.
So in order to clear this place optimally, Oli, the second best runner of this game,
He's the
or
best.
maybe he's the best one.
He's the best, yeah.
I was trying to cheer you up.
Oh, like, I know when he's got so much skill. Like he has the best time, even though we can't compare because emulator is kind of like fast as well. It's very clear that his run is a higher quality than mine. I'm totally okay with that. Shoutouts to Oli.
So yeah, Oli made a giant spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet to figure out what was the optimal way to kill every encounters. Well, I say giant, there's less than 100 encounters, but there is still like 70.
Yeah, there's 40 odd in this area. This is fine.
So 40.
Yeah.
That you have to remember if you want to be like actually optimal. On skill, not luck.
Yeah, the encounters you get are random, but how you deal with them is kind of in your control. So
That's where skills is involved.
yeah. And it's why the top runners can consistently post good times and why other runners struggle with it. It's because they don't know their clears properly, and then they kind of get stuck. If they get bad RNG here, they get really tripped up. If you want to get really good at this game, you've got to know your clears. And that's, you know, not everybody wants to get like a top 3 time or whatever, or be like, you know, at the top of the leaderboard. And that's fine. You don't have to know how to clear everything optimally. You can just have like random things and it's fine. But it's really the biggest differentiator at the top level, like knowing how to do stuff. That's an early encounter. It's actually, oh, you're too slow, actually. This is fine. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, generally, the most important thing when you are doing real-time attack speedrun compared to like segmented is not to have the fastest strat, but to have the most consistent strat for you or for the run. Like if you are losing 1 or 2 seconds on the optimal strat, but it's a lot more consistent, that's the strat that you should go for.
Yeah, so Mia isn't a high enough level, or Bob isn't a high enough level for me to be sure that she'll outspeed that golem, so I had to use ground. But apparently she is fast enough, so that's good. That's good to know. That's good info. That is bad RNG. Oh, this is a good encounter though. This guy dies in one thing. In my PB, I got this encounter 4 times. It's really, really rare.
That's why you
and
your
it di-
previous record.
Yeah, and it dies in one hit. It's really good to see that encounter. But I actually need to see some pretty fat encounters because we're still level 15. So I am getting a little bit concerned about that. It will be fine.
Sure.
That's very reassuring, Happy. Thank you.
I'm sure you've got the luck for it.
Yeah, it's as we've said already, it's not skill, it's luck. So. Alright, the carry connected, that's good. Alright. I solved the puzzle this way because it gives me a gen recovery. I need a gen recovery. Click. So always having ground and flash available. You want to use ground as much as possible because it's faster. But there are certain encounters where we are unable to kill an enemy and only have one person alive and whatever. So in those instances, we need to use flash. They're much slower than ground encounters, but I want to see them actually because I need experience. So we'll see. This is still not one of those.
Yeah, again, so at this point of the game, if we are using Granite, we can still die even though we're taking 50% of the damage on some of the sketchy encounters because we're decent level.
Granite would be fine, but we also need to have a 4-gen to use the summon. So it can be a little bit awkward. Flash is just much better. It means you never have to heal. That is 16. I can breathe a sigh of relief, but then I just got +3 agility, so that's not great. We have slow Isaac, or slow Zeph. He's not living up to his name. Fine. What do we say about the Gaia Blade, friends?
Keep it on.
Gaia Blade stays on in Venus 2. Did I actually equip it? I did, good.
Gaia Blade.
Gaia. So the Gaia Blade is the best weapon in this game. It has the highest attack stat, but we don't care about attack. It's the best weapon in this game because it gives you plus elemental power. So all of our first judgment in every fight, if used with Isaac at least, or Zeph, will have increased damage. This is relevant in the final fights. It literally saves 4 turns across 2 fights. Super valuable. Plus elemental power is just like the most important damage stat in the speedrun. So even though it's the strongest weapon in the game, we're not using it for the big number on the stat stick. It could give us +0 attack. We wouldn't care. We would still get it because the +30 Venus power is just that important. Yeah.
You probably have noticed it at this point, but we're really not using our physical attacks to do anything for quite a long time because that scales with your levels, and we don't use our levels at all. We use summons, and summons are only based on elemental power again.
Levels and classes, right? You can either commit to an attack strategy or a summon strategy. You kind of can't do both. It's really hard because you're just sacrificing too many stats for summons. So really, at this level, the attacks are going to be useless. I've done this, right? Yeah, panic calm moment. This is cool. So this is one of the encounters actually the Spirit Armlet clears. Without the Spirit Armlet, the spider on the left doesn't die. But that saves it from being a ground encounter, so that's like literally 5 seconds of time save right there. It's super cool. So level-wise, we're doing alright now, so everything is mostly okay. I haven't put on my clown wig yet, so we're not getting clowned around too much, which is a good sign. But it could still happen. We've got 2 very scary fights coming up, Saturas Minati and Fusion Dragon.
Maybe one more encounter.
They are the main attraction of the show.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I'm definitely getting one more encounter. Whether I get 2 is up in the air. A bit early. Fine. No flash encounters this run.
Yeah.
He says when there's still a possibility of getting one and then rips. Yeah.
You wonder, Vivek, if you say something like that.
I don't know.
Are getting.
He wants a CBS, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It's a code by surprise CBS.
So I just did a little wiggle there to get a gen recovery, because if I'm getting an encounter, it's between here and the end of the dungeon. There it is. But this is actually fine. Oh, Thor.
You don't have all your gens.
It's fine.
It's fine. I don't actually need flash or ground for this, I hope.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, we saw this encounter earlier, so we've learned from experience that we don't need ground here, so that's good. One more for the road.
No level though. Alright, that was a final
That's it.
encounter.
We're done. That's the end of the dungeon. Alright, we didn't get caught by surprise. Nothing terrible happened. We take that. We take that.
Pretty tame encounters overall.
Yeah, the game was nice. This clearly wasn't a Blueser run.
We get marathon luck here.
Ouch.
Blueser is kind of known for his rather unfortunate in-game RNG, as opposed to Future X, another great runner. Well,
Great.
another ex-runner of this game, currently addicted to other games of the MMO variety. He's known for his in-game luck. He usually gets multiple attacks first in the last dungeon and just kind of gets random PBs from nowhere. It's kind of fun. Please come back, Future. We miss you.
I think he prefers posting memes. Than
Yeah.
speedruns.
He's our resident meme lord. He's good fun. So this is the final
And
two
he's in
fights.
chat.
Oh, hey, Future. What's up, buddy? So these are the final two fights of the run. Saturus Minardi and then the Fusion Dragon. We're going to employ a strategy called the Courthouse Strategy, because every second turn we lay down a judgment. Get it? No? Okay, never mind. It's a very, very interesting strategy. It's like hyper-optimized for DPS over multiple turns. I figured it out one day, and I thought I was a genius. It's like the most casual strategy imaginable, ramped up to 11 in terms of efficiency, because we're gonna alternate Flash and Granite, which is like what every casual person suggests is a good strategy, except we're gonna maximize our damage output. In fact, there is nothing in the game, aside from leveling to like 99, that can out-damage the strategy we're about to use. So I'm gonna do a menu, then a cutscene, and once we get to the cutscene, we can get that donation in. I need there. This looks good to me. And Guyblade is on. All right, last cutscene, last opportunity for donations. I see one came in. Let's hear it. Then we're all go.
Yeah, I lied. There's more cutscenes.
There it is. I'll say I thought there'd be another cutscene coming up. We've got a few donations to get through, so I'll get them rattled off for you guys. So we've got $10 from Depeche with no message, but thank you for your donation. We have $10 from Velissa saying, "May your thighs be lively and your spaces be inner." Good luck, Plexa.
Hey Val, thanks for the donation. She's one of our great runners of the community. Good to see her turn out.
We love you, Val.
Fantastic. And that also goes towards the bad guys at school outfit choice, going for the clown.
Yay!
And we have one more donation as well. We've got $5 from Anyway saying, "After seeing you mention how attack doesn't matter, I felt the need to plug the TLA run, where we actually use the best weapon in the game for its attack stats, at least for a while."
For a long while.
It's not true for this game. Actually, right now, Ivan is not even going to have a weapon anymore because he is going to be stolen.
Oh yeah, this is literally the part where they take his weapon off him. That sucks. I just realized you were supposed to remind me to save and you didn't. So this is gonna be good.
Don't worry about it.
Very quickly as well, that donation went towards the clown choice in Bad Guys at School as well.
Fantastic.
As one should.
All right.
But why do you need a save? At Saturus, you were very,
Yeah,
confident.
Don't say a thing.
Clown show begins!
Listen. So Minardi, the pink lady, she has an ability called Death Size. It's a mistranslation of Scythe. Death Size has a chance to instantly kill someone. Let me just do this. So a strategy is to use Ground, which takes away her turn as often as possible on her, so she doesn't use Death Size. Death Size is instant death, possibly. And I just give it to me, game. Oh my. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, let's go.
Oh boy.
Time to show the new strat.
That was through Granite as well. Like this is scary. Okay, there is a possibility Ivan dies here, at which case we
Embrace the clown.
yeah, I might just have to rewind. Thank you NSO for having rewind. Impact.
You've got
Okay,
flash.
that's okay. No, actually Minardi can kill Ivan
Yeah.
at this point, even though we have 90% damage reduction. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't target Ivan.
Oh!
That's a target. The other kind of a clown moment.
See, you don't need the crown at all, man.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm tempted to heal here, but we're just gonna continue with the strategy because
Sure.
Every 2 turns we're using Judgment, which means that Granite and Ground is going to be refreshed every 2 turns, and we are also using Mars to refresh Flash
yeah.
every
So
2 turns.
hyper optimized for damage. Oh, thank you. Whew. All right, we get a freebie. All right, we should be in a good position now. Vine is like the opposite of Zephyr. It halves the enemy agility, so we should have a agility advantage now, and we should be able to heal before something bad happens now. But, okay, no death size. Come on, come on. Don't do it.
Even if
Okay. Whew.
even if death size actually happens, like I've seen Plexa manage to make it up, but
Yeah.
it becomes a clown fiesta.
Yeah, it depends which character is attacked by the death size.
Shout out to Goblin Butler, who had a run where he had to revive 5 times.
Oh, my, I remember that.
And pulled it off.
He finished the run, yeah. Good on him. This is going well so far. We need to be mindful of... Well, if Satoros uses Break, it's going to make things a bit slower. He didn't use Break. This is good. We've got to survive one more turn, and we should at least get Minardi down. Getting Minardi down is a big win in this
Corn
fight.
strats?
Yeah, the corn for good RNG.
Oh.
So, unlike Satoros at Mercury Lighthouse, those two have completely random patterns. If you didn't realize, with our
Okay. We're good, we're good. Not worried at all now. Okay, I'm worried. I'm worried. Oh, no. Oh, we
okay.
dodged
Oh,
it. We dodged
those
it. Who
poopy
needs the
ghosts.
crown? Who needs the crown? We're increased luck. Okay, so Minardi should die here, which is great. We want her off the screen as fast as possible, but now I'm in an awkward situation where I don't know how to kill Satoros properly.
courthouse again.
Okay, I have a plan. If he uses Break, I'm very happy right now, by the way, because then I can use Flash and everything's fine. I'm less happy.
Oh.
That's slowing things down a little bit.
That's
She
already
lives.
clown territory, though.
No, one bad thing is not the end of the world. The good thing is now I can actually heal, and I think I do this still. It does mean that she's still on the screen, though. I think Ramses finishes her off, unless she uses resist or something. It should be fine. Yeah, that's why I get worried at this situation, because you can't use Flash and then Isaac underspeeds, and it's just terrible. Anyway, that didn't happen. We just have to deal with Minardi, who's got about 200 odd HP left.
And already being alone on the screen is pretty scary still.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I'm gonna throw in a drench just to be extra sure, but I'm pretty sure she just dies to Ramses here. It does mean we go into the final fight on the wrong turn, which elongates the fight by a turn, but I don't care. I just want to get through this stuff, honestly. This is like spooky. Oh, she died. That's actually
interesting.
really bad. Can we finish this? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we need to get our Jin back. Yeah. You want to hold B for me? Thank you.
Clowny stuff. You got it coming.
All right, we're back.
You did well.
Yeah, I realized that we actually need the damn Jin to recover. Oh well, that's fine. So if you haven't figured it out yet, we've actually recreated the clown meme. So this is fine. This is
yeah,
fine.
Golden Sun 1 is a great speedrun. Pick it up.
That's
yeah,
fun.
it's
Yeah, it's
great.
fine.
It's not at all a clown show.
Welcome to the circus. And if you can believe it, we can get clownier.
Oh, you haven't seen anything.
All right, so the last fight in the game is the Fusion Dragon. We're going to apply the exact same strategy, which is why I wanted my Jin back. And the main thing now is it can do something called Outer Space, which is incredibly damaging. We don't want it to do that on the 50% reduction turns, the Granite turns. It also can give us Spooky Friends. Spooky Friends are bad. They can kill us. That's not good. We don't want to see that. It's got Poison. We don't want to see that. It's got Severe Blow, which can drop us to 1 HP. We don't want to see that. That would be bad. We don't. Basically, it's got like 3 things we're okay with, like Attack, Drain Fang, and Dragon Driver. And then like 5 things we don't want to see. So, the odds are not in our favor, but that's okay.
At the same time, we've got contingency plans, so...
Would you like to share them with me? I don't have any.
Somewhat. Okay, somewhat some kind of contingency, right?
Waters of life.
So if this fight goes well from this point, it should take 6 turns. If it uses Break, we're going to see 7 turns. If we see Break a lot of times, it's going to be even longer. We can just throw out damage here. It's fine. I'm going to throw out Vine, actually. Vine's more important.
Again, agility is more important than dealing damage.
Maybe I should have used Wish just in case it hits Ivan. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh my.
Outer space, of course.
Punished.
Well, it's a flash turn.
It's a very long animation as well, as you can see. And you targeted Ivan, so now Ivan can die. Fantastic. Just what I wanted to see.
So, Fusion Dragon has 2 attacks per turn, as one should.
Oh yeah, that's kind of relevant. It's got 2 attacks per turn, as Legrand said, so we can only ever take away one of them. So we're going to use our Judgment turn here, Granite Ground, but Ground will only take away the first action, so it can still do damage. Outer Space on Ivan now will make me sad. And will force me to put on another piece of clown attire, I think.
Yeah, because that's your fault. You could have used Wish.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the first Judgment. It's going to deal like 700 damage or 800 damage, whatever. It deals 1100 after boosted, but Break eliminates the boost, so we're back to square one. So we're going to try again. We can heal, flinch.
Thankfully, it just resets your damage output.
Yeah.
It doesn't
so
reset anything else.
This is the key difference between Zephyr, the doubling agility gen, and Vine, the agility halving gen. Break removes our buff, and there's nothing to remove its debuff. So Vine is slightly better than Zephyr when applied.
So
Double it, that's cool. I like that. That's
the
a
only
cool
thing
set.
is, eventually, the debuff is going to run out, but that's fine.
Yeah, we're going to keep reapplying it, so it's not really irrelevant.
Just have to
Bowie might die here. I think... Yeah, he's back in outer space range. Come on, don't do it. Be cool, Fusion Dragon. Come on, be cool.
Yeah, we've got ground every time we're on the granite turn, so
Okay. Don't target Ivan.
that looks good.
Alright, didn't target Ivan. We're good. Do we go for the kill? Yeah, let's go for the kill.
Can you?
With
Sounds a bit early.
Can
Huh?
you?
It was just one boosted. No, wait a second. Was it even one boost?
It's fine. He just wants to put more clown.
Yeah, he wants to get clowny.
I admittedly, this is a risk. It should be. So what's going to happen is it's not going to die on the next turn, but then as long as we're kind of alive, it should be fine.
Then break happens.
All right, that's more of a problem. This is actually unrecoverable now, so we'll go backwards. Give me the bow tie. Give me the bow tie.
He deserved it.
Yeah, I deserve it.
I don't know.
Can you hold B for me, please? Oh no, we've got it. All right, we're fully clowned
good.
up now.
Can I jump in with a quick donation real quick?
Yep, go for it.
Sure, we've got
I don't know if you
$10
want to
from...
put it properly.
We've got $10 from Karen with no message, but thank you for your donation. And we've just opened up a new target as well for everyone to donate towards for the Elden Ring 2 players, 1 controller run. If we reach $1,500 towards that, we will add a controller cam. Ooh.
Oh, Karen, a really cool person. He developed the TLA randomizer.
Ooh, yeah, that's really cool, actually. If you like randos, check that out. Join the Discord, have a good time. I mean, really, I did the risky strat just because I wanted to get the bow tie out. I paid good money.
Yeah, that's what he says.
I want to show it off. It's really cool, actually. Ooh. Anyway,
Yep. You look good.
oh, now it doesn't use break because we manipulated the RNG. Of course, it's fine.
Yeah, every time you use a different move, it's going to change the battle RNG,
Yeah.
so the RNG is going to change.
It's fine. He's gonna die here now. This is cool. Flint, flash.
Kind of sad we never got to actually explain how RNG works, but we don't really care about it because it's no saving.
The RNG works by punishing you when you're good and being kind to you when you're bad. That's how it works.
In no save and quit. In save and quit, you are the master of the RNG. But
Or pray to future, then you get good RNG.
Yeah. So it,
Allegedly.
so it shouldn't die now, but it might because I did get a little bit of extra damage in. Okay, it's not gonna die, but it's fine. We'll kill it now. I can kill it with Ramses even.
so Evil Blessing can give you Evil Spirit. Evil Spirit means that every
Oh, I killed it.
there
Wait,
he is.
Nice, stylish. Yoo-hoo! Yeah.
Evil Spirit means that whenever you deal damage, you are potentially going to take as much damage in your turn.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm not sure if it's a percentage or if it's a full damage.
It's a 1 in 8 chance to take 25% damage back, and we're dealing like 1,000 damage and stuff at that point. So we only have like 200 HP. We just die. It's not fun. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, that's Golden Sun. We've still got a little bit to go. The cool thing about Camelot games, or uncool, if you don't like cutscenes, is we have cutscenes to end the game. Why is this in the timing? It's a great question, because there are actually optimizations in the last bit of the game. But
Plexa for that.
it's a really good time, though, to kind of sound out the thanks for this run. So thank you, Couch, for joining me with the clownery. We really did make this run a circus. All in all, it went pretty well, minus the bits where it didn't go well. So we had a good time. I think we had a good time.
It was a very good showcase.
Thanks to the extended couch at the back there, you guys joined in on Colosso. That was really fun. That was good times, and it's always nice to have an audience who participates. So thank you guys. Thank you to my wife for coming again. She's great. I love her a lot. We've been together for like 18 years now, so I'm surprised she's not sick of me, but I'm thankful she isn't. And she is kind enough to let me speedrun this game. Maybe she won't, now that she's seen it once. I don't know. And of course, thank you to everyone in the Golden Sun community. Like, we got a lot of people out here. Bal, Neo, Rafi. Oh, we got Anyway over there as well. It's nice to have everyone around. It's good. It's good to see people. You guys want to say thanks to anyone? We got time. We got more cutscenes.
By the way, this might be the biggest gathering of Golden Sun speedrunners ever.
Pretty sure it is.
Pretty sure it is. Yeah.
It's always nice to see Plexa again. Like, he lives at the other side of the world. We've been knowing each other for like what, 7 years, 8 years now.
A lot more than that. It's been a while.
I don't know, but like, he's been a really good friend. We've been, I guess, friends since the Skype days when I was learning the game. I was learning off of Bal Nocturne's run. It was all good fun. Always a really great community. Always really nice. A lot of teasing, but always in good faith. Like, if you want to check out the runs, they are all really, really cool. And if you don't really care to optimize your time and just enjoy playing the game again, like, the speedrun is just there for that. It's a fantastic run. Yeah. If you just want to replay Golden Sun optimally.
Or join the circus.
And the game's on Nintendo Switch Online, so if you're already paying for that, maybe you've already got the game lying around. Maybe. Anything you want to say, Happy, Kari? Oh, I will mention the one of the 2 frame savers here. After this cutscene, I'm going to talk to Iodim, the guy on the right. It saves a second. Anyway, continue.
You can talk into how to get into this game, I guess.
Ah, you can talk about Rando. You can plug Rando.
I can do that. I could also say, join the Discord. There are links pretty much everywhere that's related to Golden Sun speedrunning.
Yeah.
And we found for both games, there are very, very good guides for this category.
Mm-hmm. Kari wrote the guide. It's really, really good.
For this game,
beginner's guides, yeah.
Yeah.
With pictures of every room and arrows where to go. Every menu lined up to the mini input you have to do, which was very, very tedious to do. Every strat explained alternatives, because everyone who did this run does different things in some places.
Yes.
Yes. Some more cursed and some less cursed.
I'm a fraud here, as I haven't done the run myself, but I'm an old guy. It's fine.
It's fun. You should do it. I do have one more shout out, and I can't believe I've forgotten him for this long. Although maybe I can believe I've forgotten him for this long. Oh, hold on. Frame saver? Okay, we saved a second. Good job, good job. Very important trick. Shoutouts to Gob Industries for not getting me my turbo controller.
At the very end.
No, shoutouts to Goblin Butler. He's a cool friend. He's a part of the community. We joke that he's like, you know, a company that does this stuff, but he's not. We were talking about making a turbo controller for Switch. He made the turbo controllers for like Blueser and his what is it? The Consolizer. He's got like a cool turbo configuration for that. Maybe now that I've publicly shamed him, he'll make me my turbo controller. Thanks, Gob. I love you, bud.
Yeah, this is all a marketing strat of him.
Yeah.
Now he's famous.
He's famous now. Goblin Industries. He's made it.
As we're mashing through some text, can I jump in with one donation?
Yeah, you got time. You got time.
Sure. We've got $5 from an anonymous donation, so thank you for that donation. With the message, I cannot unclown you or this run, but this donation can ease the pain of living in this clown world.
Thank you.
Honk. And that goes towards the costume select for Spider-Man, pledging the Scarlet Spidey costume choice. And our first contribution to the Flash Game Gauntlet special guest returns target. Thank you for your donation there, and
Nice
nice
menu.
whoever you are.
That was the other frame saver. You want to stand as close to this position as possible and menu to the black orb as fast as possible. And now we are actually in the absolute last cutscene of the game. So thank you, ESA, for having me back. I actually didn't think I'd ever come back to ESA. It is a long journey, but the stars aligned, and I had a conference here last week, and I was in Europe. Oh boy, I can make the trip across to Sweden and have a good time with some great friends. Really appreciate it. It's always nice seeing the extended Speedrun family and the Golden Sun family. It's
So
very,
glad
very
to
nice.
see you again. I wasn't sure if I was ever going
Yeah, I
to see
know.
you
Yeah.
in Europe, and I'm so glad I can.
Same
Basically
thing.
here for that.
Wait, 3
like-
text box. 1. Oh wait, there's more than 3. Never mind. That was the wrong one.
Clown-
This one,
It's
this one,
free,
1,
yes.
this one, this 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and time. There we go.
Good job, man.
Underestimate. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Not a bad time.
All right.
You didn't use the corn now in the end.
Oh yeah, corn. Sorry, this is why corn was important. If you didn't figure that out already. All right.
The title was Golden Sun 1.
And thank you for everybody who donated for both Save, Kill, Jill, the names, me, Alyssa. Really appreciate it, going to a great cause. Alzheimer's is a terrible disease, and I'm really proud that we're raising money to help support the fight against it. Thank you all, and yeah, maybe I'll be back, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. No one's ready for us to end. They're like, what? There are no more cutscenes?
I mean, there are more cutscenes, right?
There is actually a cutscene after the credits. Yeah.
But it was stopped as a credit, because that's just cutscenes. There is no more...
Exactly. We stopped timing now. It's all good.
So, yeah. Guess you can take it away now.